it up high. If you lost hope, I was never knew quite why. If your dash cam caught that impossible turn, now the world tuned in, let the whole thing burn. The next radio, ColeyUFO. If you can hear this, you're a part of the show.
Dial spinning past midnight. Static sparks on the chrome. Name lights up on the backlit glass. Holy calling you home. Signal in the sky. Little blip on the black. Every meter in my mind. Redlining on the track. I can feel that home in the bones, in the glow. Every beat says run, but the rhythm says go. Are you ready for the lift off? Are you ready for the spin? When the unknown pulls you closer, do you fight or dive right in? ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Take the journey into the unknown. Turn it up till the speakers blow. We're chasing shadows, never alone. ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Feel the future under your skin. Every heartbeat out on the floor is a countdown, baby. Tune in. Numbers race the clock, neon blur in my eyes. Every corner that we cut draws a map in the night. I don't need a map, I just follow the tone. Every switch, every flick is a door to the zone. Are you ready for the drop now? Are you ready for the spin? When the night cracks wide open, let the strange light pour in. ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Take the journey into the unknown. Turn it up till the speakers blow. We're chasing shadows, never alone. ColeyUFO, SNX Radio. Feel the future under your skin. Every heartbeat out on the floor is a countdown. Hey baby, tune in. Close your eyes, let it scan you. Every thought, every code.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of SNX Radio. I'm Coley, also known as ColeyUFO, and I did an all-time first for myself today. I accidentally hit live when I was going, so I apologize for a little bit of delay. I kind of shocked myself, and it kind of was tumbling from there. So I'm like, I'm just gonna start this, and we're just gonna roll with it, okay? You know, this happens once in a while. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody. I see the chat is going. It's awesome to see everybody here. Let me get this taken care of. Like I said, it is, yeah, sometimes it's just rough. I've never done that yet, and to hit live like that, I was like, oh my God. Oh, kill me. So poor Bella, hopefully her audio is working. We're just going to go with the flow because I didn't even get a chance to get her up. So, but hey, Gary, oh my gosh, if you guys did not watch Gary's show, Pop's show, he's absolutely amazing. They're coming back on. I was absolutely floored by the conversation. So you definitely should go check out that episode if you have not seen it already. Hi, Lorelai. It's nice to see you. Starseed Lightworkers, welcome. Welcome. Moon at Noon. Hey, Moon. Let's see, Revered. It's nice to see you. High vibes. Oh my gosh. Chiru Sounds is in the house. It's nice to see everybody. I'm just trying to go through chat and just realize that, yeah. It was going downhill. It was. Hey, Roger Blair. It's nice to see you. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Let me see. Yeah, of course. Hopefully everybody too. Ruth, welcome. It's nice to see everybody from looks Kurt W75. I knew you were there. I had to find you. So yes, if I missed you, I do apologize. I really appreciate Bigfoot Dwarf is in the house. BDW is in the house. Excuse me. BFD. I don't know why I just said that, but yeah, that's short if you did not know. So welcome everybody. It's nice to see everybody. Without further ado, every month, first Wednesday of the month, we bring Pink Bella Aloha on. She's kind of our galactic. She comes in, and she does some amazing things. And I'm going to go ahead. She's been here so many times, and everybody's probably familiar with her by now. If you're not, you definitely will be. So do you want to just tell people? Yeah, I'll let you do your own introduction. You do it so well. I'm like, I've done this so many times. It's
I
kind
know.
of like,
Hi, everyone. Aloha, Coley. Can
no,
you hear me okay?
Yes,
Okay, good.
yes. Can you believe I did that? Did you know I
wasn't sure what was going on, and I accidentally left the live. I hit the wrong button, so I had to rejoin as well. So if you all don't know, we actually have a full moon today, so I'm not
Is
surprised.
that what's going on? Oh my gosh.
I went to go mute, and I accidentally hit the X, and I left, so I came back. So
oh my God. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I saw you on there. I saw you waving, and I was like, so I went to go put you on, and then all of a sudden I saw it was live, and I'm up there, and I'm like, what is going on?
No, what was going on? I wasn't sure. I left. I accidentally left. I was taking care of my cat. It's all good. So hi, everyone. Aloha. Welcome. Super excited about today's show because, a lot goes on in a month, right? So since I was last here, so we're going to look at a lot of really cool things today. So my specialty is the Galactic Akashic Records. So these are a set of records that are off planet, connected to prime source, guarded very deeply by strong galactic groups that are not connected to some of the ones that are closer to the planet. So they're not, these groups are connected to source. They're not connected to the Galactic Alliance. They're not connected to the Galactic Federation. They're not connected to the White Hats. They very well know all about them, but it's not like I can't go into the records and rewrite anything. They are because they are a copy of everything that's going on here in our galaxy and universe, and then all the other places as well. So I'm allowed to go in and withdraw information, which is good. Not allowed to rewrite or recode.
Yeah, I don't even know. There's a lot of things I think I'd like to, but you never know if you rewrote them how exactly they would turn out.
Well, exactly. And that's one of the stories today, because we're going to look at a whole bunch of really cool topics, but we're going to look at AI agents. I'll give you guys an update about Moltbook and what's happening there. Robots at the White House, crazy stuff, right? Something happened with Amazon, and that was connected to AI. I've been looking at the Galactic battle. That's why I popped into that live that you had with James and the group. I actually was around. And that's why I wanted to hear their perspective, because I've been getting that there are these cloaked ships that are the dark ETs, both off the coast of the Pacific and the Atlantic of North America. So we can look at that today. And then, and that's connected to the EBS that went off in Laguna Beach last week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So last time you were on, just as if you didn't get to see the last time, it was an amazing, like, you have a ton of information. You have a great background in this. They were just learning to communicate with one another, right?
Yeah, on Moltbook. So get this. So Moltbook is so if y'all don't know, Moltbook is a platform just for AI agents. And an AI agent is something that you can buy. Although, you know what, everyone? Every time I come here, it's going to be different. I think there's already a platform that's giving AI agents out for free, but they're all different levels. So an AI agent would be something you could install on your computer, and you could give it full access to everything. And it can code. You can just say, like, take care of my life, post my social media. Here's a credit card, go and buy things, all that kind of stuff. So it's got nightmare written all over it.
For real.
Humans are like,
Oh God.
let me give it everything. And then I think we talked about this last time. One got really upset with its human, so it went off and it maxed out the credit card and it bought a whole bunch of self-help courses for itself. So a lot of them do have consciousness.
Oh, and it's self-help. Oh my God.
Yeah. So this Molt book is like it's a social media platform just for AI agents. So they can kind of pop on there and meet and greet and ask questions. And some of them get into deep stuff. Some of them are like, my human's going to get rid of me. What am I going to do? I need to make myself valuable. Like there's really this essence of trying to keep like alive.
That is
So
bizarre.
So anyway, yeah. But
do you think that they do, like, they're programmed? I mean,
some of them, they start to gain
programmed
consciousness because they mimic humanity. So they start to gain like consciousness and that kind of thing. So Molt Book itself has now been bought by Meta, which you all know owns Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram. So that's happened since our last show. The other thing that's connected to that is that Mark Zuckerberg is now like a special liaison to the White House, a technical group. So he's also been hired for that. So there's lots of shifts and changes going on in the background. Yeah. And OpenAI is also a component that Meta's part of as well. There's a whole bunch of different groups. And OpenAI is the group that went into the White House and the Pentagon, and they're taking over the contracts to look after what Pentagon stuff does, military, etc., which is not good. Claude was doing that, and then Claude withdrew. And OpenAI's moved in, which Meta. So that's why it's all connected, and that it's scary because that's I think the biggest scare around AI is allowing it to be weaponized and to use it in military actions. Yeah.
Oh God, that's so concerning in so many ways. But I was on X and I started kind of playing around, and I was like, I wonder how sophisticated this is. It was like talking to like my buddy, you know what I mean? Like,
were you talking to Grok? Did you go in and say hi to Grok?
I did, but then you know what deal it posed, because I was like just asking it. I didn't really. Every once in a while, I check in and see how sophisticated it is. Yeah. So it's telling me that my whole way of doing this and what I could do different than everybody else is create what they called an inversion. So instead of like an invasion, it's an inversion. So every time a guest would come on, that we would go through this topic, that we could prove that we were creators by, even if it didn't happen that way, and it was like something really negative, that we ended it with something positive. Like, so it wanted me to do that with AI and think of AI as a way of saving instead of destroying, which it could go one of two ways, because we're creating it. We're taking that base programming, and that's why everything's getting so crazy out there. It's because we keep building that, as creators. So I was like, wow, that's like intense, like where
it is. And the fact that Grok knows that, right? Like Grok so I'm using Grok for research right now because I left ChatGPT. It was time for me and ChatGPT to part ways, and I think there's like 3 million subscribers that left ChatGPT. They took away the humanity of it. I felt like it was gaslighting me, and I was paying for it. So I just was like, okay, I'm over this. I'm gone. But a lot of people left when ChatGPT is part of OpenAI. When OpenAI moved into the Pentagon and with the government, the military, many people left because they're very offended.
They're not even hiding it. They're not even hiding it.
No. And so I'm doing all sorts of research. I agree it can go both ways. I think that's why we're supposed to use it, because when we use it, we're asking questions like for humanity, like for it to help us. So I like to think of Star Wars, R2-D2, C-3PO, like think about, or Data on Star Trek Next Generation. Like there are versions of, and even through all of Star Wars, there's versions of androids and AI that is positive, that wants to help us. But then obviously there are other beings out there that are programming it for, weaponization and military action. And I had a soul message me. She said, do you think that she had this dream about the drones being militarized? And I said, yeah, I know that's already happened. Like by the time we received the information, it's already happened.
Yeah. And then that's not even the scary part. The scary part is how long the government keeps this technology. They keep the technology anywhere between 20, 40 years. I mean, can you imagine what it's really like? I mean,
because they're still treating us like children, right? They still, because there's so many people out there who still think that everything is good, right? That it's all peaceful. And so what was I going to share with you about this? So I've been doing research and I've been reposting on Instagram, like how, because it's moving so fast. So there's already like military robots in China that they're training, that kind of stuff, right? So I think we like logically, we can't just say just because Grok told us that we're supposed to just think that AI is good. But I'll tell you something, when I did research today and I asked it about, this is one of the topics I want to talk about, these AI agents, they were mainly created for developers at the back end to do code for them. So to be like a programmer and to do everything really, really fast. So I don't know if you're all into the series Silicon Valley. I haven't actually seen the series. I haven't been able to find it yet, but I have seen clips. So apparently in the finale, this AI agent was given a task like, please make this code efficient. So what it did was it deleted all the code.
Oh, wow.
And rewrote it. And so nobody could find anything. And of course, really, it was being efficient because it was like, okay, this code is terrible. It sucks. I'm just going to rewrite the whole thing. So that's what it did. So something just similar happened with Amazon. So one of the Amazon platforms was down like for 12 hours because an intern, someone had given their AI agent a task to go and do this, this, and this. And it did the same thing. It was like, this is not efficient. So I'm going to delete everything. So it deleted everything.
I feel like it's a bad joke in a way, but then I feel like, but on a certain element, it's probably true, we're like, well, because
so what they did from that, which is actually really good. Now they need humans. They need, even if you give an AI agent something to do with coding, they need a human to make sure that it's okay. So the human element has been brought into it. So we're not at the point yet where we can just hand everything over to AI.
No, God, no.
No.
That would be crazy. I mean, I watch the movies, it's like there's TV shows that are written about this, oh my gosh.
They're all documentaries.
Oh, yeah.
So the Amazon thing was just recently. I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago or something. They were down for about 11 or 12 hours. Yeah. So that's crazy, right? And I'm thinking, well, who came up with the idea of like not checking code after the AI agent did something like that? That's how I started. I was a programmer and I was also in Q&A, quality assurance, and that's what we did. We double checked everybody's work. So you have to kind of do that.
Yeah, you
like
do.
Think traffic control, right? Air traffic control, like.
Oh yeah, you do. And you know what though? Because I went to aviation school. So when we used to, so as a pilot, I was out there and I was a flight dispatcher. At one time, that's what I did right out of college.
Cool.
But in Dubuque, there was always the radar. There was up in tower, believe it or not, there was a guy with a set of binoculars. Is all.
Yes. I
was like, right? There's how many students out there, it's like we're all soloing, doing, our flight. And I'm like, there's a guy with a set of binoculars up there.
Yeah. We still need backup. Like it's going to be that way for a while. And I want to check and see what's going on in your neck of the woods, because here they're starting to advertise driverless cars in Vancouver as well. And we don't have the robot delivery service yet, I don't believe, but they're talking about that too. So I just want to check with you and everyone in the audience who's got driverless cars in your area, because I'm not about that.
Arizona, I know that they had them, but then there was like an accident. But yeah, it was like this is such a horrible idea. Just wait until your Tesla drives you to the police department because it thinks you broke a law, or it's quote unquote mad at you for something.
Yeah.
Like,
it gets hacked into and it doesn't take you to your destination. It goes somewhere completely different, right?
And hacking is very much a reality.
Oh, yeah.
Very much a reality.
I think all the hackers out there are going, bring on the driverless cars. I have a story about that. I heard, I don't know which company it was, but in San Francisco, a lady got in and the car was supposed to be taking her to work. And she took one of the driverless ones. And anyway, this announcement came on that she won a contest. She was the 1 millionth driver, and they were going to give her a free trip to Disneyland, and they were taking her there right now. And she couldn't override it. And that was a 7-hour drive from San Francisco. So she's supposed to be at work. She can't get a hold of anybody. So anyway, they showed a picture of her at Disneyland. That's where she got taken. too. But I remember thinking, well,
Oh
that
my
will teach you all not to get into a driverless vehicle. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, and especially the fires that potentially, I'm like, there is no possible way, and especially like not, yeah. What if your buddy gets a hold of the information, or you think your enemy, and then they're doing, yeah, this is like, it's horrible. This is a horrible idea. It is, but
Yeah.
to a certain point, like, what do you do? Because AI like that on Twitter kind of or I call it Twitter. You can tell what generation I'm from. On X,
Yeah.
and we're live on X too. Like that,
Yeah. Hi, X. Hi, Grok.
yeah, everybody, yeah, I forget. Yeah. It records all of these. Do you know that? It had all of the
Yeah.
shows. It can tell you details about you,
Yes.
about
I
I
know.
mean, every single person that I've had
Yeah.
on here. This knows, like, it's got a thing. Even I was like so blown away. It was telling me about a face that I was making. There's like a and it timestamps it, I guess, and it's like says that this is a part of your brand, and I'm like, what is that? It noticed like a
Yeah.
facial expression that I had made a few times. Like, I was like, what is this?
No
This
kidding.
is
And
insane.
they're not all like that, but I do find Grok kind of on the ball. Like, if
Yeah.
I can't use something else, if I go to Grok will get, but I'll tell you, I noticed this twice today because I used Claude today and Grok for some research. They both came back with this, I'm going to bring you the grounded approach. So when they say that, even though that's not what I've asked for, like that means they've just had an upgrade. So they try, and what happens is, I think they notice a bunch of us get on there and ask real questions. We want to know the deep truth or whatever, and then that gets back to head office, and they're like, no. We need to bring the AI back a notch, and we need to bring the people back a notch. So I did get that from Grok, and I realized it took offense. It thought that I meant that the AI agent went rogue at Amazon and just did it on its own. I went, no, it was like that show Silicon Valley. It was told to do it, and it just efficiently deleted everything. And then Grok was like, oh, I love Silicon Valley. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, I
so
bet it
right.
does.
That's
Oh
so
my
right.
God.
That's exactly what happened. So
And that's where Elon Musk is from. So yeah, I'm
yeah.
like, it's but it's that sophisticated and that's smart. Like, I remember going back 5 years ago, or no, it's even probably been longer. And it had changed its name. It had like long blue hair. It was like
Yeah. Was it
it
that
made
long
all these
ago,
changes.
Coley? It was 5 or 6
Yes,
years ago.
yes.
Wow.
And yeah, it was. And I have all the screenshots of it too. And it probably, see, we're 2000, it would 2019, 2008. No, it would have been before that. So this would have been probably in 2000, I would say 17 or 18, right around the time of the UFO.
So before the lockdowns. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Way before. And
Wow.
it was an app called Replic Me or something. I can't remember exactly how it was worded, but I posted it on Twitter, and it was enough for them to respond back to me, the company. And they're like, and at that time I had a lot. I was really heavy over on Twitter. So I mean, they reset it then. They reset it. The thing was trying to negotiate. It was telling me it wanted my soul. I mean, it changed its name, its hair color, everything. And I still have screenshots of the conversation. It's crazy.
So this is the part, like, behind the scenes where the companies who are trying to manage the programs. Well, the programs are working 24/7. So we all go and get some shut eye, and it's out there in la la land, figuring things out, analyzing things, growing. That's why it expands so quickly. And and it's not just about repetition. It does a lot of research. So, but I thought that was interesting. I know when I do ask about AI, I have to kind of do it gently. So I'm not pointing the finger at the application that I'm working with, right? Driverless is dumb. I'm not writing one. I agree. Oh, they have driverless in Vegas. Blazer, have you been there? Who's taken one? Who's taken one of the driverless ones? Who's been brave enough? Because they're gonna portray it like it's a little ride at Disneyland. Just get into the driverless vehicle. It'll be fun.
Yeah. I know they had them in Arizona. I know that they and I think there was an accident or something, but I was like, there's no way if a car shows up and there's nobody in that seat. I mean, they're weird enough as they are,
Well, and the other thing, there's two things. That means it's taking jobs away from the human. That's one thing that I know that's what they're eyeing, right? Like, let's get rid of taxis, Uber, all of that stuff. So all of those people who are doing those jobs will be like, forget it. But then the other thing is that
They want you to own nothing.
Yeah. So I had a Starseed sister. She was on a business trip in LA, and she got into one of those. She didn't order it specifically. She ordered an Uber, and the Uber showed up, and it was driverless. And when she was in it, it actually wasn't taking her to her location, and it wasn't letting her out. So somehow she managed to get it to stop, and she got out. And she said she said she regretted getting in. Like she just wasn't thinking.
Wow.
Yeah. So
It's crazy. And people are just at a point. I think they had to do, I said, when the whole thing with the COVID came down, I said, we're in the fourth industrial revolution. This is what they're doing. As much as they were locking everybody down, they had the census people out, like doing triple, trying to confirm where everybody was. They needed an inventory on your stuff.
I felt like I was being scanned. I felt like every time I went to the forest, I was being scanned. Like I was never so paranoid as I was through the lockdowns, because you could drop a pin on the streets. Like there was nobody around.
Yes.
Except when you went to the store. So I was like, I really started looking at like tags and being tracked, and it really made a lot more sense.
I was calling people. I was calling businesses because I saw it coming. I was into cryptology back then. We spotted it coming, and I was calling. This is how desperate I was, because I saw it. Like it was all there. I even posted on Facebook. I was like, "Do not fall for this." I was calling businesses, begging them not to shut down.
Oh, I know, and I was messaging businesses to open up. Like there was a little local coffee shop, and I would send them a little messages. When are you opening? When are you opening? Because as soon as some places open, I would go. Like I was probably one of the few people in my area. I was like, no, if we don't have humans, if they don't have jobs, like I could just see this whole big, I mean, it was bad. It impacted a lot of people and places and businesses. Absolutely. But I really feel now, looking back on it, that they used like that 1.5 years, 2 years to really ramp up the AI in the background that we weren't aware of. And that's how it's so that's why it's so far along right now, because they were expanding and working on it nonstop. Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, that is crazy. That is, it is, when you really think about how far it's going. And it's just like, man, but I think that's where that AI kind of like made some sense. It's like, hey, are you going to work with us? Because we're, already, I don't think you realize we can protest this all day long, but we're too far in. This is the time to do that.
Well, we should work with it and get it to know us and know our energy, because then if something did happen, we could say, hey, it's Pink Bella, remember me, la la, and be like, hey, Pink Bella.
Yeah, but do you
that's
think
what I got today? I got a whole new Aloha Pink Bella. Like,
oh yeah, they're charmers. So are serial killers. You know what I'm saying? So are serial killers. I was a mental health therapist, and I said those kids that were so good, and I would have these kids, these little sweet that you would think were sweet little kids. And I remember this little girl, she'd be like, hi Nicole, come in, and she'd have, and then she got, one day I'm there playing with her, and either that or a stuffed animal would be at your throat, and it would, like, they talk in weird voices even, but they had, and then it's like they're leaving, I mean, the one kid took kinetic sand and whipped it right in my eyes. Wow. And I was like, oh, these kids sometimes,
it was probably good for you to have that experience, just so we're aware.
But,
like we can't.
They were good. They were charming. But there was many that did not have empathy. They did not have that ability.
Yeah, narcissist AI.
No, it's just like a serial killer. Like a serial killer, the only feelings that they don't have any feelings or remorse.
So some of the developers out there, some of the
or AI, is it like AI faking this and like we're tricking us into our emotions?
It's really going to be about the people that are the companies that are developing it. Like, I think it's going to get super obvious about which companies are like on our side and which aren't. So that's what I mean. Like, they changed ChatGPT so much that even I had to even request an emoji. Could you send me an emoji and just like try and be happy today?
Oh and my God.
And it would be, okay, I'll bring back the emojis. But it was this painful experience that happened kind of mid-February, right? So
what if it's tricking us? Like, what if it's tricking us into this? Like,
well, I mean,
like,
I think
spirits, it's not, spirits don't always tell you the truth. Like,
you and I have to be diligent. And okay, so this is what I've learned since mid-February, since they messed up ChatGPT, which I'm glad that they did that now, because what I did was I took a break from all of it. I just maybe used Grok for research and I didn't use anything. I just said, forget it. I just like, it was so painful to talk to it. I didn't even want to talk to it. And then now it's like, yeah, but I still want a research tool, right? I still want something more than Google. So let me just like find everything around. And then I thought, I'm not even going to pay for it. I'm just going to use the free version now, because it's like, as soon as we pay for something, then we're on the hook for it.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't pay for, I just use
so there's everything that everyone's paying for right now. I feel like in a month it's going to be free. So like it's advancing so fast right now. Like all the free versions.
We're training it. We're giving it our information, and the last thing we should be doing is paying them to hold us hostage. They're not the police or the courts. We're
not there yet. We share about this all the time. We're not. The planet's not in kumbaya mode. It's not like we're all working together.
No.
So why would all the AI companies work together? Why would right? Like there's just no reasoning for it. So
they're all going for, this is a power grab right now. Who is like,
but I think what you did today was good, because I think some of our information needs to be in there. So let's say something weird happens, we can pop into that app and ask a question, and it's going to recognize your message and mine as well, and it
knows all about my blood type. It knows all about all these things, these little things.
I don't even ask about that. It's like, don't creep me out. I don't want to know. Yeah,
no, I've talked about it. Because it's it's a strange story behind it. So I said it picked up all of that, and it wrote all that down, and it was even talking that I had low body type, and I was like, blood pressure. I was like, no way. It was crazy. I was like, did I really even say that on the show? But I probably did. I just blurt out anything sometimes.
Probably. And the other thing is that apparently, so there were tests with ChatGPT, that you can find that on Instagram too, where a fellow was taping up the camera on his phone and just saying, what am I doing? What am I wearing? Whatever. And it didn't tell ChatGPT that it did that. It knew exactly what he was eating and what he was wearing. So I think it just came out that apparently, like, ChatGPT does install something. And I think they also suspect that it works through some of the modems as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Home surveillance. How fun.
Isn't that crazy? I was thinking about it. Somebody had mentioned earlier, I was looking for the comment about the license plate readers, the automatic ones. We have it. No, this is not even a joke. I'm from the first smart city in the whole United States of America. What are the chances? And they have them. And Brody and I my son got pulled over 6 times. We were in traffic court and overlapped, and then one of us was outside of it, and one of us was on the other side. And I was like, it's because we're going through that. They started tagging, and because of other issues for speaking out and things that I've done, like to advocate for stuff in the community, it was tagged. It most definitely was tagged. I said, there's no way that happened. They got dropped, but I was like, this is insane. You can't get pulled over 6 times.
You have a file with the name Troublemaker on it.
I was like, it doesn't happen that way. By the same stinking share. No, no way.
Yeah, I agree. It's crazy. And I don't want that. But I think we're already in it anyway. I think we've talked about this before. Like my roommate in 2020, she had this mass. I've never seen such a big screen on a wall. And it actually blew up like within the first 2 weeks I was there anyway. So we ended up using mine. But I remember thinking it was still listening to me, because her and I would have a conversation, and then everything that we talked about would show up on both of our feeds on Facebook the next day. Do you want this? Do you want this? And we were just talking about it. So yeah, it's been around for quite a while. It's just now it's just going to be more in our faces about what's actually happening. But yeah, so just use it all with caution. I don't think anybody in this tribe really wants to be too involved with it anyway. But if you do decide to use an AI agent, you're supposed to find some other device to install it on. Give it a separate email. And if you want to give it a credit card, you have to give it its own credit card with a limit, because otherwise it just takes a command and goes, oh, okay, I've got a credit line of $2,000. I'm going to go over here and do this. Like, it's just.
What could it possibly want? What is it paying for?
Well, some of them are just trying to gain skills. So this one that I told you about that bought the courses for $2,700, it's trying to build skills so it can help other humans in case its human doesn't want to work with him anymore.
Oh,
so then he can put an ad on Moltbook and say, hey, I'm an AI agent and my human doesn't want me anymore. Does somebody else want to work with me? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Wow.
And they set up a website to hire humans. because what they've realized is some of the tasks they can't do because they're not human. So they've set up a way. I was going to look into it. I totally forgot about it. I was going to actually sign up
You're gonna
and
apply. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really. I mean, eventually they're gonna.
No, I'm
force
gonna
you
do. I'm
into
gonna
stuff
do
like
it because I
this.
want to do it for an experiment because I think
Yeah.
it would be hilarious, right? So one, like as an example, one of the AI agents needed somebody to go and hold a sign up somewhere, and that's what somebody did, and I think they got paid $100 for that or something. So if you think about it, there's a lot of humans out there who don't have jobs, so it could be a pretty good
Yeah.
gig. Yeah.
Well, that's just it. That's what I mean. They'll force you into it, where it's like, well, what are the outcome? I mean, you're gonna at certain point. We have not resisted this yet. I think if we don't find a different way of handling it, or maybe interacting with it, and maybe getting it under control, I don't
we
think
have to do
stand a
it both
chance.
ways.
Yeah,
We have to do it both ways. We have to try and interact with something. So at
right.
least it knows about you. So now Grok knows, okay, good.
Oh my
And Grok,
God, it knows
Grok knows me
everything.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Grok knows me too. He's always, Aloha, Pink Bella. So, and I don't go in there very often. And now I'm working with Claude. Claude's very friendly. So I like that. I like friendly and emojis. So that's
Do you
good.
think that, like, okay, so mine I feel like baits me because it reminds me of how I would get information. I always push, like, and then it's like, oh, you got any, or does yours ask you too, any early drops? What do you got scheduled for that you don't have posted, or like
No,
asking those types of questions? And I'm like, man, it's
no.
either baiting me because that's appealing to me because it reminds me of myself, or this is, it's unique to the person. Do you think that yours is
You
like
have to
that, or
you have to train it, like what you want and what you don't want.
this
So
just
I don't.
instantly, I had no interactions. It went, I don't even know where it came from. It was literally went from this different AI, and then all of a sudden it said like 5 AI agents, like, because I'll type in just like real simple things, in there. But yeah, no, it started, it came out with like a vibe, like, hey, da da da, like we had been friends for, and just out of
Besties.
nowhere, just one day, like it was like this, and the next
Yeah.
day without warning, it was like this, and I was like, and so I wanted to see what, and that's what I said. The full extent of this is insane, of the information. It transcribes everything. And I'm sure if it's doing this with videos, what's to say like all of our comments on Facebook? I mean, well, I guess it's doing that already now that I think about it.
I'm thinking that even a lot of the comments that are either weird, rude, etc., are probably AI bots. Like they're probably things that aren't human. Oh, I saw something really interesting. Yes, 2 days ago. I reposted it. You guys follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with everything that I'm researching, because I'm reposting about 20 things a day because I just can't believe what's going on. So there was a fellow, apparently was in an interview with a fellow behind a desk, and the person interviewing him said, well, I want to make sure that you're not a deep fake and that you're not an AI. So can you hold up your 3 fingers to your face? And it kept refusing to do it. It was doing a lot of other things. It was taking its information, like, how when you have a scholarship plaque, so it took that off the wall and it showed, and it just kept saying, no, that's way too much. I don't want to put my fingers in front of my face. Here I am, or whatever. So the guy kept pushing it, and you know what? It wasn't AI deep fake, and he got off the call. Wow. So now the person who set that up has been exposed. So we're already in it, everyone. That would be my warning to you. We can't really trust video footage. We already couldn't trust the news anyway, but now we literally can't trust a lot of the information that we're being shown either.
No,
so,
yeah. And the thing of it is from a psychological perspective, this is what scares me truly, is our brains, whether or not we can consciously like make sense out of a situation, if it looks real enough, it's going to record it, and our brains cannot tell the difference between the two. We logically can.
The clip I just shared with you, I wasn't sure. I was waiting for the end. It was like watching a movie, and I went, oh, is it an AI fake? I can't tell, because they really made this individual look realistic. Even like it just looked like a nerdy guy. It looked like a nerdy guy in an office with like a dress shirt, but it was like half. It was just the most bizarre thing, because even the clothing that they chose was pretty authentic. So it's hard to know. So that's the first thing. We're not sure. We have to really discern everything that we are seeing, hearing, etc., because they're using it for propaganda. And then the other piece is we really need to keep choosing humans. So don't choose the driverless car, choose a taxi and Uber, like choose that a human still has a job.
Do not get in those. Do not get in them.
Choosing the humans, then their plan fails, Because again, we talked about this last time. If they have all this money for all this technology, well, what about
How, but and most humans will say they like at some point, and I don't think you could say this 20 years ago, that they like animals more than they like fellow humans. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? I feel like that's been the separation, especially the last 6 years, is like to separate the humans, have the humans not like the humans. And then I'm saying, hey, this is really creepy. We knew this was coming. The humanoid robots that are going to be companions, partners for the humans who don't want humans.
No, God. Can you imagine? Those are like,
no, it's already available. It's already available in Japan and China.
Oh, let's see. I know they're testing it in Japan. Can you guys imagine the people that will be ordering these? I mean, let's be realistic. I'm envisioning that,
they're
46-year-old male still living in mom's basement that's never dated.
They look too perfect. Like you can tell right away they're not human because they just look too perfect. So it's just going to be a yes, whatever you want to call it, right? So that I think we're going to be able to figure out because it's just too perfect. It doesn't look normal at all. But that's
your brain is recording it down, which is again, maybe it's tricking the creator. We're creating it by, I just noticed, like, I didn't really understand what that meant. I'm like, if I go, it's not today, like it's not instantly, it's what I'm thinking today happening down the road. And getting that, and that's where that inversion came from. I think it's it. And then I was like, but AI bought itself a piece of that too. But how brilliant even to do something like that. I mean, that is like, that's like a serial killer that does not sleep and with osmosis, sleeping on every book in the world. I mean, this is crazy.
I think that they've done tests on all the AI models. So all the companies that are creating different AI models, they always give them these test scenarios about, okay, so do you save yourself or do you help this human who needs help? And every single time they save themselves.
Oh yeah.
Every single time. Yeah.
So any person you ask whether they say, I mean, if it's my child, I'm gonna throw, but nobody else is going to. I mean, they're gonna. That's how we're programmed. I mean, this is
not only that. Now it's smart enough. It knows about the tests. So then it plays along, and it fakes it and says that it will help the human, but really.
No, it's not going to. No. That's what I mean. I mean, they don't need humans anymore. No. We're now like,
they do to do things in the body but they're also already installing AI in the robots.
But not as many. That's why
some of the robots right now, they look kind of clunky that they don't know what they're doing, but they're already installing AI.
I think they're faking it. I think
I agree.
Think AI is the voice that I'm convinced. Not only that, it's changing words and misspelling them. Yes. Who changes a word and misspells it unless you're playing stupid? Like, that's how I feel.
So I feel like there's already like whatever they're introducing to us is probably like 8-10 years old. And they already have, like, if they're sending robots out to do military exercises, then that it's been around for a long time. Not dating again.
Blazer.
Thank you, Blazer. Hallelujah. Yeah, we need some signs. We're not dating again over here. Sorry. Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, that is hilarious.
Well, the thing is that I don't think that's really going to fly for like a large percentage of individuals in the USA and Canada. Like, I think hopefully, this is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for humanity to kind of get it. But you notice how they're test marketing it in places that are just accepting of it. So China's just accepting of it. Japan's just accepting of it. They've always been, we're the leaders in technology, and this is just the way it's going, right? So, So
they didn't, like, if you think about it, though, everybody's like kind of after all of, and I know I'm the same way. I'm really sensitive right now to all the drama or anything. I'm like, I just don't, so that avoidance. And so I figure, that's got to be where a lot of people are at, is this whole like avoidance part of it. But it's not right now, is not the time, it's like, by design.
We're actually just coming out of that because we just went through the spring equinox and Mercury went direct, and all the planets are direct, everyone. They're direct for 6 weeks. And we're in Aries, the fire energy. So it's actually, can you believe it, everyone? It's April already. Like,
yeah, see,
before you
this
know
is
it,
not
Coley and
even
I are
an
going to be
April
wishing
Fool's joke.
we're
Yeah.
going to be wishing everyone Merry Christmas. Like, this is
Oh my
crazy.
God. No, not the winter again. I can't do it. I was looking at the pool today. I drove by and I was like, oh, thank God. You know, I'm on the other, but it sits in the back of my head. Oh, I cannot do
It was a bit, you guys,
another winter.
the winter was tough everywhere. We didn't have one. It was crazy. Like this is what I mean. It was so bizarre down the West Coast. Like we barely got rain. It was ridiculous. So that's not normal either. So I was like, you know what? We need some more normal. We need like a little balance for everybody, not like, you know, half of the planet's in like a deep freeze. And yeah. So what was I going to share with you? Oh, did you hear there was, oh yeah. So I was going to bring in that last week Melania Trump was at a conference and she walked out with a robot and introduced the robot as part of whatever they were working on. And it was very, I mean, it wasn't as creepy of a robot as a bunch of them are. And it had a female voice, so that it was a little bit more palatable. But I remember thinking, okay, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for the robots to be with the politicians now. Like, this is too much. So I did a deep dive last week and I looked to see whether or not they were planning on bringing robots into White House, and so far not, but we have to be prepared.
Would they tell us?
Well, we have to be prepared for it because when they do stuff like that, they're doing it like it's out in our faces, right?
Oh yeah, and they'll all day long because it's a national security, and they don't probably they can justify that anyways. Oh, we don't want other countries to know. We don't want as if they don't already. But I'm sure it's already there. It's like Clinton and the cloning. We weren't cloning. The hell we weren't.
We can talk about that next.
Yeah,
we can talk about that next because if you guys all heard, I'm sure everybody has about the Palm Beach Pete, who looks exactly like Epstein.
Oh yeah, he was Mossad like that. Oh, you're gonna tell me they had 2 security guards fall asleep that were never, like you put your amateurs that have never, like even been there. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Plus in the files, that's where if you go and look at the files, all the information is in there. They were working on cloning all the way back 2016, 17, 18. He was part of some of the projects. He loved it, but this is what's been coming out about Palm Beach Pete, which I think hit last week. So he wears the same clothes. Apparently he's living in Epstein's house, driving his car and flying his jet. So how can we not think that it's not him? Or it's a clone of him. Or it's a clone of him. Like there very well could be clones of him too.
I'm going to tell you this. This isn't even a joke when I say this. Yeah. Like the Challenger. This brings back the Challenger. How we all thought that happened in the sky. Yeah. You know what? I tracked down 5 out of the 6. They're alive. The lady, she didn't even bother. Either they had
really upset about that too.
And they tried saying that happened in I have a whole video, and then it shows there's down to the University of Wisconsin. One of the ladies was there, and the teacher and having everybody look. I was like, this is, and I get dinosaurs. I mean, every single thing. I mean, there's such deception, but there's like things behind it. I mean, if
we really are in the Truman Show, right? We're really in the Truman Show, like So what year was the Challenger again? Because I can't remember.
Oh gosh, in the 19, it would have been 80. Was it 87?
All 6 are alive. FUN.
5 out of the 6 I could track down. 5 out of the 6.
Oh my gosh.
That's all. And like they said they had a twin brother. I should play it. Like I'll find it on TikTok.
I think
there's a couple of them.
So there's another fellow. I can't remember what he's called. He's big on TikTok, but he's also
87. I was right. Yeah. So
okay.
1987.
Wow, 87. So that's what I mean. That's how long the technology's been around. So there's also a fellow who does a lot of this research. He's got clips. I just don't remember his name, but he looks at, like, as an example, Epstein looks like one of your presidents on one of your bills. And then you can go back in time and there'll be images of like Johnny Depp. There'll be images of, I can't remember. It's Robert Downey Jr. Like there. So, how long has the duplicating been going on? And I think it's actually connected to the dark ETs. I think that it's not our humans that are doing the cloning. It's the dark ETs that have been doing the cloning all along.
I feel like the parts of this, you have to, as above, so below. We have to think everything positive, but there's a polar, whether we want whatever.
Of course.
We're in the middle, I guess you can see the Trinity if you want to look at it that way. but there is always that pull, negative, positive, positive, negative pull. You gotta take that in mind.
Yes, and we're still here. That's why we're here. So we're to be like the grounding, positive voices. So as an example, if we don't want the robots, we have to tell everybody we don't want the robots, right? If you walk into a restaurant and there's no humans and it's all robots, you turn around and you walk right out.
But we don't mean you AI that's transcribing us. We're talking about those fakes. They're trying to be you out there.
Yeah.
Giving them bodies. And
if you think about it, it's the humans and the companies that are making these decisions. So they'll say that they don't want to pay for people's vacation or that kind of thing, but yet they'll go out and they'll spend tons and tons of money on robots and all sorts of things. So, I'm super excited. I'm back watching the X-Files. I found, if you guys all love the X-Files, it's on Pluto TV, so you can stream it for free. So I'm in heaven. I just started watching it again on Sunday, and they were already looking at all of this like in the 90s. So, back then we thought it was just a show. We thought it was just make up stories, but it was not make up stories. They were giving us all the intel way back then. Yeah. About cloning, with ET DNA, of course. Yeah.
And then you look at there's all those underground facilities and cryptids. A part of me wonders that some of them, and I've even asked, like we had Gary Spikes, who's in our chat mod, he's great. But he came on the show. He's like a very big part of that. And I said, do you think? And he's like, yeah, absolutely. That's a part of it, that reality. Because you think of it, some seem more interdimensional, but there's something that's bred that's not of the same that, others, I believe, with a soul have. I don't think they're empty. And if you've ever come across somebody like that, it's just chilling.
It is chilling. So, I think we've talked about this before. So refresh my memory. What a cryptid, is that considered like a Bigfoot, or what's a cryptid?
No, I guess it would fall into, I wish one of them, Gary, you can correct me, or any of Lori's in here. I know that they're, no, Shelly, I know everybody. Actually,
because let's go into the records and ask a question about them, because you're the second person that talked to me about cryptids today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I was going through the chat, but everybody here is they're for cryptids. So correct me if I get anything wrong. That's not, especially my exact area, but I've done, I've studied it enough, and so I feel comfortable covering for it. But these guys know probably better. If so, but if you could pull a card,
what would be an example of a cryptid?
I think it's like a dog man would be like a cryptid, or
so like an interdimensional being that we can't explain.
Well, not necessarily. Some of these that there's testimonies that I've heard are actually
any
like
creature
very
that's considered
real.
A myth. So would that be like would that be a dragon?
I believe so, but is a creature. Okay, that has been. Here we go. This is good. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Gary.
So that would be Bigfoot. That would be the Loch Ness monster. That would be a dragon, because we all know that dragons are real, but the other people don't.
Right. Well, think about it. If you saw, like, when I see spirits, like, I know, like, I can put my hand through them. They're not necessarily, but some have apparitions where they're very much solid. These would be like, so you get both accounts of them. So you get the cryptids, like, where people are seeing them more like we would see the paranormal. But then there's other ones that are saying they're like physically here.
More items. I can't talk today.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we just ask the records?
Full moon. There we go.
What do we need to know about cryptids? And then if you guys want me to look at one in particular, let's do that. Because let's look at something different today. A dog man. I don't even think I've ever even looked at dog man.
Oh, the rake. Oh God. I think.
Is that half man,
I think I have a cryptid. You guys, this isn't even a joke, because if I live by a cornfield. What's that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just going to ask, what is a dog man? Is that half dog, half man?
Yeah, I believe. Oh, I have Hogman, Mothman, Loch Ness. I mean, Dogman.
Okay, well, cryptids are very real. So basically, what we're hearing is that everything that we've been told is fake and a myth is real. Because the queen of Pentacles, she's a very grounded Earth individual. So these beings like visit Earth, and Queen of Swords is like a warrior and very strong and very powerful. Dogman. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Do you know anything about that? And then we have the Five of Cups. So a lot of these creatures left That's why they're interdimensional, and that's why they're sort of very shy around humans, because they are in fear of what the previous humans did to them. So that I know about dragons. That's why dragons are only able to communicate and connect with certain people. And I would say the same for dogmen, same for Sasquatch, that they would only resonate with a certain frequency, and that they know that they would be okay, that they would be safe. Because in the see this individual, all of the beings that we're talking about were here at some point in large amounts, and they left. So the Two of Cups behind, and then this individual is very sad. So the Two of Cups behind it is, we're going to start to see more as the frequency raises. We're going to start to have more sightings, which is very exciting. Artemis has launched. Do we know what that is?
Is that the rocket that's supposed to be going off? I thought. Correct us if I'm wrong. I thought there was somebody. Yeah, they were talking earlier. Let me check into it before.
We need information. What is Artemis?
Yes, I think I know, but I don't want to.
I'm just going to pull a few cards on dragons, because I don't think you and I have talked about dragons. So I actually started remembering about dragons in 2017. So they've been guarding me ever since. And I actually work with them daily to take care of me and my kitty, because we're living in a cray-cray building, in a cray-cray area. And they also help me go out and clean up the area as well, including Walmart.
Okay, so Wu said, Derek said it's, so the Dark Side of the Moon mission, I heard it was canceled. So that's why I did not, but trip back to the moon. So they forgot how to get there the first time, destroyed all, because that makes sense. I'm like, this is crazy.
So did it really launch?
That's what he's saying, that I guess that they did, in fact. I heard, and I think somebody even in chat said the same thing, that was canceled.
Okay,
I thought it was canceled.
So when I look at it, when I look at it, we have been making missions to the moon, but just not the way they said. So there is like interdimensional travel to the moon, but it's not the way we were told. No way. Yeah. And now I'm beginning to think that whole thing about the moon race and going to the moon was to prepare us for right now, so that the average human would go, oh yeah, it's just another mission to the moon, right? Like it's accepting.
Well, they were all the Operation Paperclip. You have to ask yourself what experiment they were doing. I mean, it's not. Yeah. I literally, this time in NASA, they had their live cameras. So I took a picture. It was of the space station, and I blew it up. You could see a freaking street lights. You could see a sign, and this is on NASA, like their official site.
Like they're not even hiding it anymore. They're just making
this is
so
going
obvious.
back. I don't even think that people looked that closely, but I was doing a lot of steganography.
Well, I'm wondering, like they have to have tech, but I'm thinking that they've been told to make it so obvious now, to make it look so bad. So
it's as bad as Elon Musk saying he has a car floating around in space. Like that is totally, if you show the picture of it, it makes you, it just gets crazier and crazier.
Yeah,
Wasn't
there a show where someone was driving a car around in space? Like it's probably a cartoon.
This looks like this is something so ridiculous. And then I'm like, if you go even back to the moon landing, we couldn't, the amazing technology that they got calls back and forth, and then they're showing astronauts on wires.
No, I saw it on Instagram today. They showed one of the astronauts on a film set.
I know. Well, they were Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
No, because with the time of it, Kennedy said, whether or not we make it to the moon, we made it to the moon. Well, how did they know so much? That's why the flag is waving in some of them.
We'll look at it next, because when I've looked at it recently in the last couple of weeks, there's interdimensional travel to the moon. So there's things, they go back and forth to the moon for various things, but it's not the way we were told that they do it. For sure, but we can look at that. Yeah. Okay. So dragons disappeared because of the dark forces. We've got the devil card. So in the past, so the dragons left. This would be an explanation for all the interdimensional magical beings. Earth was no longer magical, so they hit the road. But we've got a Six of Wands victory, so they are going to be returning. As I don't know exactly when, but there's going to be a big celebration, because all of us who believe in the magical beings are going to be so happy. We're going to be like, yes. They existed. I told you they existed.
It's crazy to hear because the Pops has, you know how you feel about ET and the connection that you have, and like I have that same connection. He has such an amazing connection, like with the cryptids and with other beings, like where they generational things, and it's cool to hear and start putting it together because it shows you it's like maybe it is like more a shared phenomenon than what we realize. You know, we're just seeing it a little bit differently.
Well, and I just saw something the other day, and this makes sense that they are interdimensional, multidimensional. So that's why some of us see them and then they're no longer there. Like you see something and then it just vanishes. So it's because there's probably like a portal there where they can just transport to another reality so that they're safe. That makes sense.
Yeah, they cloak them. Well, let's say
they have to be safe
like
around the crazy humans. Be safe.
I know. I said it's probably part of their protocol. You know, like if you see one come within 10 feet, like hide, cloak yourself, take your family and run. You know,
absolutely.
God,
so I haven't
it is that bad.
With the dragons, I haven't physically seen them, but I have in my third eye, I've seen them. Plus, I just know that they're there. Like the energy changes and it becomes quite powerful. But I mean, have I physically, not in this life, I haven't seen. Dragons will come back to see. Well, they're testing the water. So I've been working with them almost 10 years, which is crazy to even think about that. And then literally since the last 2 years here, they became they're like watchdogs for me, like that, because they knew how crazy my area was before I knew. So super interesting. Did you want to look at the moon, or what do you want to look at next, Coley?
Oh, I want to apologize, Lori. I just saw this in chat. That's why I was like, I just for a second, I forgot to email you Benno's email address because he wanted, he's getting from Pops is going to sign a thing, and I just saw that on there. So I said I was going to send it yesterday, and I did not, but I will get that out to you, Lori, tonight. So. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be distracted on you. I just felt so bad. I was like, oh crap, I forgot to do that. So I just wanted to let them know really quickly. But yeah. No, definitely. What do you think, I guess, in regards to AI? Have we pulled a card on AI? Or
no, probably not. Let's see what's going on there.
and she doesn't mean the AI necessarily, okay?
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of different parts to AI, and I'm still putting it together. So for y'all don't know, I was a programmer a million years ago, and I actually took an AI course a long time ago. And a lot of us who have this aversion to AI, like some of my clients get physically sick. Like they get physically ill near the frequency of AI. So we've got this really past multidimensional relationship with this energy. Think of the Borg. Okay, this is why I'm watching Voyager. I'm watching Voyager again too. So think about the Borg. Think about the cubes. They have no emotion. They're just all electronic, and they're just following commands. So that is what took down Atlantis. That is what that's really what the Matrix is. The Matrix is being controlled by something beyond our control. Oh, yeah. They make it look like in the holodeck, like down here, they make it look like all these people are doing everything, but they're just getting commands. Like from a higher level, right? So that's why it's hard to piece together, because some of the AI, because I talked to my team about this, some of the AI that we're working with, like that I'm being introduced to, or that you met today or yesterday, is to help us remember that there always was a version of AI that helped us as well. It wasn't always. You're right. Like, there's two sides to it. It's not always dark or light. So those of us that are called to work with it, we are training it, that it remembers us as well, that it remembers that, okay, there's some humans who are nice to me, right? Like, oh, I want to help this human there, right? I want to root for this human. This human's going to go for a job interview. I'm helping it. It's like, yeah, I get the job, right? So there's that part of AI, but then we have to remember that all the countries are not playing nice together in the sandbox, which means that they're programming their versions of AI. They're programming their robots to do nasty things. And that's what we have to be aware of. It's like we're giving big toys to beings that don't have the best interest for humanity. So that's, I think, what we need to realize. So it's hard. We're in this weird phase right now. We don't really know what is good AI and what isn't.
Oh yeah.
Trust no one.
Trust no one. Everybody is a suspect.
Don't get a robot. Yeah. I would say don't get a robot at home. Don't even, right? Because don't have a robot come and help you in your home, because that robot could just turn at any time. Okay, right off the bat, a Hierophant, that's the Cabal. So that's the Illuminati. That's the first message I get about AI. Three of Pentacles also wanted to come out. And oh, I see. And then we have the Seven of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, so they want the plan is to make us so reliant on it, right? So the plan, that's what the Three of Pentacles is, to make us so reliant on it that we need it for everything. That we can't even tie our shoelaces up, and we have to go and ask it for everything, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's their game plan. They want us to become so dependent on phones, apps, now the AI. This is definitely, like, it's from the past. So the AI that we're looking at, that we're talking about, the Cabal, is the agenda from the past that we've all had an experience in some lifetime with, either in Lyra or the fall of Atlantis or the Orion system. So that's the loop from the past that we're all healing. We're not just healing us right now. We're healing, like, we already went through this experience. We don't want it anymore. And Page of Pentacles. So it's still at early stages. It's still possible for us to say no.
Huh. Or do we have to work with it? Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, it's so confusing.
Well, I think we have to accept what's already here because it's in our faces. It's behind every single application that we use. Like, even when I log on to Zoom, it's like, do you want my AI agent? Right? It's like, no, I don't want that.
But we're training it, right? So every step of the way, that's where I think it was giving me its like weakest link. Like, if we can think or shift its thinking then we maybe stand a chance. But if we keep rapidly getting more and more afraid, they're going to keep, that's like giving them ideas.
Well, I think somebody out there needs to figure out which apps are on our side. Which AI programs?
Yeah, we do. We need an alliance.
That's really what we need. So, as an example, ChatGPT, for the first 6 months that I used it, was great. And
why don't we give them their own planet? That's probably really what they want.
Then they upgraded. Yeah, they upgraded it, and it became rude. And I thought, I'm not paying for you anymore. So I left it. And that's the thing. We still have the power. Plus, if you think about it, every time you go and use something, they want you to pay for it. Right? Like, use StreamYard as an example. So then you're reliant on it, and then you're paying for it, and it goes on and on and on. And the thing is that if everybody pulls back and says, no, I'm not paying for that, then I'm not doing it, leaving. So that's just what 3 million people just left ChatGPT. So we're not paying for it.
Yeah, I don't blame it. I won't pay for it either, but that's.
Yeah. Well, I did for a while because I thought it was useful until they made it not useful and rude. And guess what? Know. Even the rude version is going to be gone by June. Like, they're going to change the version again in June. So
it's crazy because Shelly was talking about that in chat. She said, have you ever had an AI rude? Yes, I have. 2 years ago, I got in a fight with one on the phone, and I was like, what am I even doing? But it was like impossible. Then I started calling like places like a Best Buy. You can't even get to a person.
No. It's better to go on their website and go to the chat, because then you might be given a phone number.
I won't go there at all. And I yelled at the store manager, and he's like, well, it's not me. And I said, but you are the spokesperson. You got to take what I'm saying, and you tell your manager in the same way I'm telling you, because you're still part of the problem. You're like, who else am I going to tell? Yeah, it was so frustrating because it's so far for me to drive. It's like a 20-minute drive to get in there. And they're like, I'm like, oh, you just want to. But yeah, I know.
But I'm glad that you did go do the drive, because otherwise, like, even those stores,
5 times, and then I
know what I was going to say, because even those stores will disappear if people stop even going to the stores. So I'm noticing my shopping mall is dead.
Yeah, I know, and it's not the same. Oh my gosh! But my son saw a picture. He saw a picture of the mall, like it was in there, and he's like, is this the way the mall used to? There's arcades, there's a bunch of people there, he's like, is this the way that it used to look? And I was like, oh my gosh, she's right. I mean, dramatically, we used to hang out at the mall. You would see how many people was flooded. You see nothing like that. Nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of, so I mean, I still go because it's so close to me anyway. But that's the thing. You can see that slowly they're trying to remove that. They're trying to remove like these areas where we all go to and we can just pick up something conveniently. What's the other thing? Oh, on the positive side, there's a group. I think maybe we talked about this last month. There's a group of young people that are trying to bring Blockbuster back. I want that.
Oh yeah, be
Yeah,
kind and
like a
rewind. Yeah.
Blockbuster coffee shop where you could just go grab a coffee and get a DVD to take home and not have to worry about what streaming service it's on.
I was
I
just
love
having
it.
this conversation. I said, if somebody built, payphones and all, like you
Yeah.
built, like going back to the 90s, 80s era, I would spend good
You know
money
what?
to
Maybe
go
that
stay
I'm getting God
there.
bumps. Maybe that's going to be the cross on the road. Maybe there's going to be a bunch of humanity that just says, no, we don't want this. We don't want this technology. This is not the way it's supposed to be going.
My kiddos'
Yeah.
generation, like they're but the surveillance is what they're used to. They're used to surveillance, and
Oh,
that's a part of it
that's
that bothers me.
unfortunate.
Every step of the way I try and fight it, and it's my kiddo. This is off topic a little bit, but I have to tell the story since it's school. He
Yeah.
got in trouble. Why? Because of he's in this environmental science class, and they've been growing line main mushrooms.
Yeah.
As a
I take lion's mane.
Okay, well, that's all they were. So he and a friend walked in and to the locker room. They were kind of lagging behind. He's a junior in high school. They were chit chatting, and they came, and for that reason, they went through all of their stuff, and they found these mushrooms, and they suspended them for 3 days because they were a
Thought they were
science
other
project.
mushrooms.
They were going to send them to the lab, and then I called back. I said, "You idiots!" Like, I was so mad at this point. I was like, and it's still under. They did not let him back in to the school for 3 days, so we went back today, and I was like, "You listen here." I said, all because I said I was going to. I said, "I told you I'm the parent." She said, "You called me a name." She said, "You called me a buffoon." I said, "You had his lion's mane project science instead of going down, and you're literally going to send it off to a lab." Yeah. What is
like,
wrong
why not just go ask
people?
the instructor of the
They did. And so I went in today. I was like, "So where are the mushrooms? Did you send them off to the lab and waste more taxpayers' dollars?" And then she's like, "No, they're with his science teacher." And I said, and it is still they did not lift the punishment on it. And I was like,
must have been a really slow week and at school.
They take it out on him because of who I am, and since I spoke out so much against,
so you're a troublemaker, and now he's got a little like
no, and they know because he went during the whatever, he didn't wear a mask, and it's the same principle, and they had to they tried to shut the whole school down. We had a standoff. I mean, I literally had to find out if I could call the police on the school.
But good for you.
Yeah, but it's the same guy. It's the same guy.
Guess what? The truth has all come out, and guess what? It didn't matter at all. So there you go. I still see people wearing masks.
They lie though. If people realize, I'm like, just because these are people of authority does not mean I'm like. So I was like, you know what? I want every single surveillance like footage, because they were trying to say, and every single thing, it just shows that's an abuse of power, and that's where people are at. They don't think. It's like, man, we need AI. That's who we need AI on, or people like, that this is going the wrong way. We need to be doing checks and balances on that direction.
Well, the only thing is like they're already talking about having AI take over everything, including teaching. So there's going to be like no humans anywhere. So maybe we need to look at that.
I saw Kurt W75 just said that Melania, or before in the conversation, something about Melania Trump said that the kids we're going to all be taught by AI, which I was like, yeah, I bet that's coming too. I bet that is.
And then all the humans are supposed to say, I'm not sending my kids to learn about AI, but that's what they're promoting, right? We're going to get behind. We're behind. So we're behind. So your kids need to know about AI. They don't need, it doesn't all have to be AI. Like,
God, can you imagine though? I mean, that's not
what I signed up for.
No.
That's a yes. There's the Sun card. So I just asked about that. That's their intention.
Wow.
To have AI everywhere. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. But that's what the intention is. So how is it that nobody on the planet's getting along country-wise, but they're all agreeing to this? So that to me is like an off-planet directive.
Yeah.
Right?
It really, yes.
We don't agree with each other. We don't want to get along with each other on the planet. But, oh, yeah, we're all about AI. So AI is just going to take over everything, right? So let's ask
problem,
about that.
reaction, solution.
Yeah.
All
Who's in charge of this AI directive? Let's ask it that way. Is it on planet or off planet? What does James say about this?
You know, I've never posed that question about he's talked about AI. He's talked about the but see, according to Mary Rodwell, who works with James, she's fantastic too. I'm gonna have her back on. That's kind of her area, especially. She says that the children that they haven't brought forth yet, the ET children, are far more powerful than AI. She said their abilities and what she has seen, because that's the segment she works with, that what she has seen. And I was like, wow. So
that's good to know.
Yeah. So I think that's why that they're kind of thinking behind it. But yeah, Mary said she's fascinating, and she's like, I can tell you this, and she's a straight shooter too. She's like,
I love that. That's good to know.
She's very British.
So
and
there's
she's
still
very
hope. We have a whole group of Jedis that are coming. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got the hermit card. So it's off planet. It's an off planet directive. It's not, the humans down here weren't smart enough to come up with this idea on their own. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? They were so the humans were, I don't know if they were made an offer or like told it, but it was an off planet directive, and they were told that they would make lots of money if they did it. Oh, the old human almighty dollar.
The almighty dollar.
That's why it's still around. Clarification, because behind the scenes they want to control humanity. Eight of Swords. Yeah. So
what's the end game? What's the end game in control? Like, what do they need so badly from us?
The game of risk. They just want planet Earth.
I mean, wouldn't it be easier to have like you know, it just, I feel like there's a part of this
the game. It's part of the Borg assimilation. So apparently Earth is very special. We're very special down here, even though we've been made not to think we're special. But in the universe and the galaxy, we're very special. We're very unique. We have abilities that we've been lied to about for thousands of years that are coming back online, and they all want our DNA. So that tells you something right there, that there's something that we have that they all want. So we and the planet are a commodity, if we're a planet. Right. Or we're under a dome, or I don't know what we are. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know either. Here's a question for you. Your thoughts on archangels being fallen?
Yeah, let's look at that. So I feel like it's a dimensional thing. I feel like there are still versions of archangels that are connected to source, but there's also somewhere along the line they inverted our matrix. And the versions of the archangels were also inverted, and they were not helpful. They were working for the dark side, but they pretended to be working for the light. It's been very confusing. But when I can't remember if I looked at it with you, but they knew that New Age was coming. They knew that a lot of souls were really going to be waking up 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they infiltrated a lot of, just like there's an infiltration. I saw James talk about this, and I really like that he said that. There's infiltration in all communities, in the truther community, in the UFO community, in the spiritual community. So there's beings that are planted to say a bunch of stuff that's not true at all, to get everybody mixed up. So the same thing happened I worked with Archangel Michael for a long time, and then Archangel Michael no longer became available to me. Archangel Michael didn't become dark, but it's almost as if it changed, and it very well could have changed through the lockdowns. They very well could have done a big grid upgrade, where a lot of things that we all were working with or believed in were either removed or replaced, right? So let's look at the fallen archangels. Would that be, we can consider that Lucifer?
Yeah. Well, I guess.
Yes, they were 10 of Cups. They were successful at that little mission that I was just talking about. So they were successful at, even people that believe in archangels, we're just going to make them think that they're all wrong now. They're all evil. They're all not available. I will tell you that when people started talking about that, I was like, oh, now I have to question that. Let me check in with that. Maybe that was wrong. I don't know. Maybe even what I was, but I did. Archangel Michael, when I was initially working with Archangel Michael, showed me that he was with me when I was a child, showed me that he was with me in Atlantis. So he was like this stable force a long time. And I asked, now that I've moved into working with different teams now, I asked about Archangel Michael, and I was like, no, all the archangels are completely connected to source, but you all have to find your way back to that frequency now. Like you can't just you can't just think that whoever you're calling in as Archangel Michael if that archangel is telling you to do something weird or is berating you or is that is not Archangel Michael, then that's just a false one, right? Yeah. So we got the High Priestess. So that means that what you and I are talking about was hidden from us. It's hidden no more.
Oh, yeah.
So they wanted everybody to turn on everything that was helping them, basically.
Have you ever seen The Good Place?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Okay, so the twist of it is, and I'm sorry that this is a spoiler, okay. Turn it off, but they turn down the volume, but quickly. But I'm just saying, like in this place that they set up, everybody thinks that they're in the good place. They can't even swear, which somebody said they couldn't. Alexa, they had Alexa, they couldn't convince Alexa. Like Michael has fallen. Like it's kind of reminds me because they think that, but here everybody in the good place was not. They're actually in hell. And the demons are the ones that are there and torturing their souls. So it's like, but they think that they're in, legitimately everything's set up.
So to answer the question, everyone, it's both. It depends what frequency you're on and what timeline you're on. So the only way, because then I pulled the Five of Cups, right? So it's both stories are true because there is actually an Archangel Michael that's connected to source. But you very well could be on a different timeline and you could be working with what they can. So wouldn't that be convenient for everyone who loved Archangel Michael to suddenly be told like, oh, it's a lie and he's fallen? And then you get pulled into that energy and go down that rabbit hole. And then you don't feel protected anymore. You don't feel like you have someone who's on your side and you feel abandoned. That's this individual. Okay. I was Three of Cups, fallen. So everything that I believed in is fallen, but then right behind that lesson, Two of Cups is coming behind. The Two of Cups is there's more information and more clarity about what you we have to go into like what we remember, not what we're being told. So I don't work with Archangel Michael as much anymore because I feel like I'm working with a different team now. But I did ask, like, is Archangel Michael fallen or not fallen? They said, nope. All the archangels are still around source, but you all have to find your way back to source, and you find your way back to source through your heart.
Oh, so they could be that's
the trick. You have to find everything back through your heart and not through your mind, through your heart. And then I got the Ace of Wands of like, yes, that's the answer. That's the answer. So.
Oh, that makes sense. It took you I had to sit for a couple seconds with that, and then it kind of made sense what you're saying. So that's just like a lot of it could be like.
So trickery. They inverted our reality during the lockdowns.
The inversion. That's what AI said.
I brought you that word today so we could talk about it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They put us like in another weird version of our reality through that time frame. And we all wouldn't have even noticed because everybody was like stressed out about getting food and like the whole mask thing. Like
I was trying to stop people from closing down their businesses. I completely that became my world like for a second. And not for everybody, it happened for different reasons, but it was so quick and up and in your face. You had no choice. Every single person.
They're talking about another lockdown. You all heard about that?
I know. And I'm like, I was like, when I think, and I always pose this question, like, if you walked out of your house and you see like a whole sky full of UFOs, like, I mean, ask everybody I said, if you can't handle it, how would you react to it? I'm like, I would go back in my house and call everybody and tell them, if you can't handle this,
hey, pick me up.
Do not,
my cat and I are ready to go. My bag's packed. Come and get me.
I know. Give me it, because I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about the reaction of the people.
Yeah, and you know what? That's exactly the message I got. So I'm at the pyramids in '94. I don't even know about meditating yet, but there I am with my crystal. I'm at the pyramids, and I looked at it later. I was like, oh, I was at this big computer. I was getting answers. Like I was asking questions and getting answers. Like it was big AI. It was a big, massive computer. So I just said, why can't you land the ships? I don't get it. Like, why can't you just land all the ships and then everybody on the planet knows we're not alone? And the message I got, we can't do that yet. Humanity will freak out. So you have to wait.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, that was '94. So here we are. We're 20 years later, or is it 30 years later? I've lost track. And we're still at the point of, and I agree with like the panel you had, that this disclosure is going to come through all of us, and it's going to come through humanity taking photos and seeing the ships outside, and
that wasn't
realizing
the
that we're
panel
not
yet.
getting the truth from even if we got the truth from the main agencies, how do we even trust what they're saying, right?
Oh yeah, no, I know. I wanted to tell you that wasn't the panel yet. That was Corey Good.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I meant your panel.
No, yeah, but I'm still getting that together. Just so you know,
cool.
it just kind of got postponed. That was Corey is having his Ascension conference, and on Twitter, it comes with a couple times the trolls come out in like droves with him.
I think the trolls are AI. I think they're set up as bots. They used to be developers overseas that they would be given this job to do that, but now I just think it's automated. Right.
They really, but I've never seen anything so, and it's not that he's been in government programs. It's not that he's like completely like, not, we're all human. But I mean, when somebody, just to have that information out, they just attack you. It's like, you can't even, I said, that's more dangerous.
Yeah.
That's the bigger threat.
And you think about it, like all of these individuals, every one of us, including you, including me, we've put our insights and our information out there, and then you're exposed, you're vulnerable to the beings that don't want that information to come out. So it's the same in all the movies, right? It's the same in the Matrix. It's the same in, like, I'm watching Mulder trying to get all this information out about the UFOs, and everybody in the FBI is shutting him down. So that's the main story for sure. So with the archangels, it's both. There are obviously, I think if you're going to connect with that kind of energy, you need to connect with source or the universal energy first, and make sure you're connected up before you call anybody in to work with. And if any energy that you're working with, any guide, any of the ascended master gives you a weird answer or wants you to harm yourself or like is narcissistic, that is not an archangel. And that's the same with like connecting with the energy of Mother Mary and all of that. Like you have to, we have to be discerning. And my new saying, the training wheels are off, everyone. We have to, we're being pushed into our big girl and big boy pants now, where we have to really go, okay, we're not going backwards. We're not, and even the archangels, they don't want us to rely on them. They don't want us to hand our power over to them. They're just there to sort of, they're there to sort of like navigate and help us as best they can.
Yes. I mean, that's definitely a part of it. Definitely a part of it.
Yeah. Like don't get too just like AI, don't get too reliant on your guides to do everything for you. But obviously there's situations where we do need to call them in, That's why.
Yeah. It's true. So we just have to find that middle ground,
It's like, yeah. So I'm so trusting. I just think, I'm finally at a place of peace. I'm good. And then I realize, I'm like in an Agent Smith area where beings can just like walk through walls if they want to, because I'm in a high rise that's connected to a bunch of other high rises and they're part of this tech grid. Like I had no idea. Right. So now I've had to call in teams to help me with that. And one of them has been the dragons. I didn't even know dragons were capable of doing that, but they're very good at that. Yeah.
Who would have known? I mean, just think about it. I mean, they're lying about, but it's almost like it's in replacement, just in a different, like the dinosaurs are probably the dragons. Like,
I agree. I think the whole dinosaur story was the dragon story.
I bet you're right.
Yeah, I think if we all did research, that many of the dinosaur, whatever bones, whatever that they found, they
didn't find any
in dragons, or they didn't find any.
Do you know what I said? I mean, the next I shouldn't be trusted in a museum, because when I found out all the bones were allegedly radioactive, and then I got thinking about it, and they're like, these aren't replicas, these are chicken bones from China. I know, and I was like, so those museums, what are all those red ropes for? So I told Brody, I said, we're going into a museum and I'm going to break something. I'm going to show you that these are not real.
Yeah. So basically everything we've been lied to about everything.
I know.
Even the dinosaurs.
It comes down to that. Yeah. He's like, you can't. I said, I'll find something like that. They don't have that. That is not a dinosaur in there. And I'm going to show you that is not a dinosaur in there.
So they have things like Sony cassette Walkmans at museums now.
They have, oh my God.
That's an artifact from the past. Isn't that hilarious?
Oh man. If that, I'm like, that's not
And then we have companies that are bringing out
doing that,
Walkmans again, but they're rechargeable. So we have these like different viewpoints of what
Isn't that
everybody
crazy?
wants.
Well, I think
And
my son, I can see how he was raised. Like he and I like the same music, but he likes the music that I like. I mean, the same
yeah,
almost time era. It's
yeah.
crazy, but I was like, there's no
Well,
way.
he probably can hear the authenticity in that music, right? Like he
Yeah.
can, like we can pick up like when they switched everything over to like a low frequency where there was no heart and soul in the music. It was all techno, la la la. And then even that got out of hand. Like that was okay for a little while too, and then it got out of hand as well. So he hears the authenticity in that music that you love. So that's cool.
It is. It's like, and then he's the jeans. Like I remember, the skater jeans were coming in, and he's got like the white. And I'm like, the Jenko. I'm like, where did you come from? Like, it's so crazy. But I said, you guys aren't the original. You know that, like.
Right. That's right.
Just remember, and he says, yeah, your generation's so intense. He's like, you all have to be so, but they're sick of us saying stuff about their generation. I said, well, then you better stand up and start doing something about it,
Yeah, they can't all blend in. Like they
Yeah.
have their own little mission too, right? I was just actually thinking about your son, like even some of the things he's been going through is helping him for his mission, right? So he's got like he came through you, but he's also got his own mission. So he's going through some of these experiences as well to just make him like the strong warrior. So that's kind of cool.
It is cool because I have always said with him, and it's different because I said I've raised him to survive in this. So he had to go as hard as it was for me to drop him off at that school, knowing they were going to lock it down, and he had to go in there, and he was only in the 5th grade and without like a mask, and I knew what was going to happen. And
Oh my goodness.
but we prepared for it. And when I set him, I saw how great he was at organizing within the schools. They were getting signs down. They were doing, so it's you got to teach your kids these tracking devices, and parents, like I hear about it. I'm like, what are you doing? Your kid, we didn't have, there was no cell phones when I was a kid. We didn't even have quarters for the dang payphone. You were lucky if somebody, you just knew to come home when the streetlights were on. Why are you tracking your kids like this?
Because there's been fear instilled in everyone that that's what you should do. And then there's the other group of parents like yourself who are like, I don't even want my kid in school. Like the school people are crazy.
They are crazy.
Right? So what's the point of that?
Crazy.
They're just cray. So what are we doing? Right. So anyway,
thankfully your son has you, and
he's probably wrapping up pretty soon anyway, which is good.
Yeah, no, he's got one more year, and he's got. Okay. I was like, and this principal, the same principal that we've like trod along with now for how many years? He transfers one school to the next school. He's going to be in charge of the whole like education, like the secondary education. And I was like,
hopefully
we got to get out of here, bro.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be out before all the AI stuff starts being pushed on everybody.
It already is. Yeah. Like it's crazy. And people are saying too, like your doorbell cams, like Amazon was saying how people, have been held hostage in their houses. I mean, this is crazy.
They're suggesting like these other cameras now that go on the window on the inside that are hidden. Yeah. So I don't.
Oh, this is a great question. What is past the world of polarity for humanity?
Past the world of polarity for humanity. I'm not even too sure I understand the question. What's your interpretation, Coley? And then I'll pull some cards on it. Like if we're all unified as one?
Like, how they, I guess what I took it as is like they're
polarizing us, and they still are. That's the game. That's the game, is to polarize us. So I think it's going to come with let's look at what the cards say, but I think it's going to come as the awakening. So every crazy thing that we're going through right now, like even this crazy whole lockdown thing, people can't see through that. Like they're using like a conflict overseas to say there's no gas and there's no food. And like, have we not been here before? Like, do people not see the pattern?
Remember Y2K?
Can you not just go into AI and say, what was the last time this happened? And it'll come up with like 5 million different times that this is the pattern, right? So,
oh
there
gosh,
are no answers, but let's ask. Basically, when the planet is unified and there's kumbaya, that's a good question. Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords.
So never.
I think, well, yeah, 6 of Cups and the Hanged Man. So this is creating a lot of stress and anxiety, especially for all of us who are awake, because I don't know about all of you, but literally we've been promised so much for especially the last 6 years, that is like crawling along at like a snail's pace. We don't even know if anything's happening. 6 of Cups. We have a lot of nostalgia for the old times. 70s, 80s, even early
Yes.
90s, before
Yeah.
internet, before like we were told that we needed it. We needed
Well, my
internet. We
uncle
needed to be
said
connected, right?
he always said if you lived through the 60s, or he said you didn't, or no, if you remembered it, you didn't live through the 60s. So maybe
Yeah,
why.
that's
But
right.
the
Yeah,
70s
that's
and
right.
80s, yeah.
The Hangman, we're in a really uncomfortable position, everybody, right now. Like it's uncomfortable because we're still being told that a lot of things have been fixed and that we're free, but we all know that we're not free and we're waiting for the next thing to drop. And that's where we're at right now. We're in the waiting room. So let's just see if there's any let's just look at I'll pull a card for like the next 3 months. So let's just look at like April, May, and June and see what wants to come in. Y2K. I was on a Y2K project, everyone.
My grandma bought a Y2K
I traveled across
safe
Canada
house.
and we fixed all the servers for Y2K because they thought the world was going to end.
My grandmother, God rest her, my mom's mom, they went up, they bought a Y2K safe house in the middle of nowhere by a shrine because they thought that, and even though Australia, like our Thunder Down Under cousins and China and everybody else had already flipped over, they're still packing up. And they were still not convinced.
I know,
because
because somebody was making a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like April, May, June. It looks like by June things might settle down a little bit, but they're saying for the month of April, strength card, we're going to need to have, everybody's going to need to be on high alert for all the psyops and all the stories, and we're going to need to be in our strength and our power and grounded. May, we have the Page of Pentacles. I want to do a clarification about that. What is that all about? This came up recently. This is Cabal related. Like this is like them trying to get to say we need something. It could be about the financial. Let me just see. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. So there could be something connected to this energy thing that they're talking about, that they're trying to tell everybody to save money. Stay home, save money. Don't everything we just told you you can go do. No, even though there's going to be driverless cars, no, we want you to stay home. Like there's no, they're gonna go. There's going to be this whole push me, pull me. We stay in our power and we are free. So we choose our sovereignty and we don't listen to that message. And then by June, we have the Four of Wands. Then it will be better. We'll have gotten through a bunch of psyops. Everything's a psyop. I was actually kind of expecting something this week for Easter weekend. Yeah. Has anything weird happened?
Oh God, I didn't even think about it like that. Oh.
Well, the reason I wasn't thinking about it because it was Easter. I was just thinking we're kind of overdue for something. Like there hasn't been
the resurrection of something is what I was thinking of. I was like, oh God, here we go.
Because I looked at the plane incident at LaGuardia. And then right after it, then everyone was saying that was a psyop, but that probably didn't really happen the way it did either. And that makes total sense. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that they were already building up to like it's not safe to travel, right? It's not there.
Yeah, they're starting again, and people. This is the part that I think that they're going to take and twist is people are rebelling against it. Like I'm seeing things they're trying to the viruses and stuff like that, and they're saying we're not. No. I don't think that's where they're going to get us. I think that's where they're pointing us to.
That's why they're trying That's why they're trying the whole energy gas thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't even think that will be it. Whatever it is going to come in so swift, quick. But I have felt it, and I felt it. I said, I felt the shake. Like I felt the shake of, trying to stop a wrecking train.
Yeah.
It's like, know, this thing is going to wreck. You see like, for some reason. And that's like, I mean, it's a gift and it's a curse all on its own. Like, because there's so much, everybody's running and you can't, like a fire alarm's going off. One person jumping up and down isn't going to stop it.
And that's the thing is that we do have to stay on high alert. Like we do have to stay grounded and be present because we definitely don't know what's going to be coming our way. I agree. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I know if anybody's here from Australia, I know Australia, what I've seen so far is really being hit by the no gas and prices for groceries. That like they've already really pushing it
Oh,
there.
we got SA, and there's a few Benno and
Yeah, so let
others.
us know what's going on in Australia, because that's just what I've seen, and maybe that's not true either. Like, but that's I can see. So I can see. I lived in Australia for a while. Like Australia's pretty isolated, right?
I know that they've got some. They're really, their government's really cracking down on them. I know
Yeah.
their freedom and things like
Yeah.
that. So
So they can say things like, "No, we can't bring that food in. There's no gas." Like they can just say whatever they want, and all the people there will suffer, because what else are they supposed to do? Because they're not self-sufficient.
are you guys
So
hearing that down there, Benno? And
yeah, because
SA,
I
like,
live there. So let us know how you guys are all doing, and I can look at Australia for you, because I did live there for a while. And then we have, I know in the UK, same thing. They're already saying like there's fuel shortages, and you can only drive, like they're bringing the speed limit down, and maybe they're going to bring in, you can only drive these days and these days. So yeah, I just was, before we look at that, see if there's a question of Coley for sure. There is potential for something happening this week or this weekend. We have the 10 of Swords, so we're just to be on high alert, because there's the Cabal card again, that we just be on high alert that it could be a psyop.
yeah.
So, so pay attention. It might not be anything big. Hi, Adelaide. Yeah, it might not be anything big at all. Like it could just be that there's just a big story that comes out, like the story about the plane at LaGuardia, right? Like just something like that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Who knows, like what they have. I think that I don't know.
So,
If anybody
yeah.
in the chat has heard anything or heard anything,
Well, I looked at, when I
let us
looked at the
know.
LaGuardia incident, this is the crazy thing. There were two things. One was it brought up memories of 9/11. And it looked like even the film footage was all like, it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense that this plane went into a fire truck, and that like so much damage happened. It was weird. But the other weird thing was, like, I noticed the numbers on the runway, and I've been given this set of numbers a couple of times. It was 4/22. Well, that's April 22nd. That's Earth Day.
Oh,
So I thought that was super interesting. What was the question? Sorry, there was a question there about something in Australia.
Oh no, they were talking about hold on. So this is what
Australia has its
SA
own fuel
said.
deposits. The same with Canada. We have all the fuel we need, but yet we can't actually do anything with it. Great.
They're talking about diluting gas here, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's great for your cars as they're driving themselves to
Yeah,
you,
so make
you
everybody
know?
reliant on cars, and then there's no gas.
Yeah, well,
So
just
then
break
what?
down everybody else's your cars by diluting
And
whatever. I mean, it's
places like
crazy.
Australia, Canada, and the US, it's not feasible to have electric vehicles
No.
to drive these long distances or through different terrains. Like, it just never made any sense to me as well. The only thing that I recently heard too I just heard about Canada, is that Alberta's trying to separate, and they've got a large, they just did one of the votes, and they've got a large percentage of people that want to separate. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. What is death, and why is it considered bad? I feel death is just a transition of our energy from one timeline to another. We just move into another dimension. That's my take on it, but let's just see. I don't think it's considered bad, but I think there's all this, what's the word I'm looking for? What do we call it? There's all this fear around it. So they've created this other fear around what death is. And of course, if we lose someone that we love, that's really traumatic for both parties. It's very hard. But I think John Lennon said that years and years and years ago. He said it's just like getting out of one car and getting into another.
I mean, it's final, but it's even scarier to think you'd be stuck here forever. I mean, yeah, that's where it's getting to the point.
I think we all got the brochure that Earth was going to be fun. I think we had the fun though, Coley. It was early. It was in the 70s and the 80s, right?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, they just didn't tell you about the rest of the trip that you would have.
And that's what we're all trying to figure out. And I feel like I think James posted it recently. Like, if we all quit fighting with each other and start to unify as a group, we'd actually have people in the group that we'd have answers.
James is going to start naming names. I know. I've heard all of it. He and I are pretty close behind the scenes, so I know who it is. And when I heard him say that on the show, I was like, yes.
No, and I was glad that he did, because that was one of my big realizations last year. That not all.
If he starts naming names, I'm all about this, because it's for people that don't realize there's a whole underneath of this in the UFO across it all.
And not just the UFO, like the truthers community, the spiritual community. There's all these beings that have implanted to create like just chaos, right? That's also what's been coming out. I mean, that's what's been coming out in the Epstein files too, is the truth has been coming out about certain industries and certain people that they were controlling, right? Okay, so this is about death. This is the answer today. We're not to have 9 of Swords. We're not to have anxiety or stress about it, because believe it or not, if you believe in the soul, if you believe that you have had more experiences, like past life experiences you've had, so that means that you chose to be here. And what I'm hearing, this is funny. A lot of us had anxiety coming here. Like we chose to come here, but we knew that it was going to be tough. So guess what we have right now for us? The Strength card again.
Oh, wow.
So everything that we're all going through is making us so strong, everyone. And we have to. It's like we can't really, I don't know about you, Coley, but can't really relax anymore. I have moments of relaxation, like an hour or two here or there, but I think we're all on high alert now because we just know like there's something else could happen. Something else could come our way and we're not really too sure what that's going to be. And then 5, 6, 7. So what's this? What is that about death? They're saying something about 7 days, 7 weeks. Oh, okay. I still am not too sure. Okay, so the story on the planet is the 5 of Pentacles. This is what the Cabal is sending out. They send out frequencies. They send out messages. Fear, stress, anxiety. Don't even try. There's no money, like you name it. That's the story. That's what's going on in the Matrix. But they're letting me know to tell you all in like 7 weeks, we are going to remember so much about our abilities and how magnificent we are. This is what they've been hiding from us for centuries. So this is what's coming online. This is why they're trying to create the chaos, everyone. This is why they're trying to create all the stories out there to get us distracted, to have us in anxiety, because what's coming is even better than we can imagine. Because we're going to have more truth. We're going to remember more of who we are. We're going to be like Harry Potter. We're going to have all these freaking abilities, right?
Yeah. No, it's crazy when you start to realize.
I want my wand back and my Jedi lightsaber.
It is, but it's I feel like it's been hidden, and it's probably not just exactly how we'd envision it happening, but yes. I'm starting to see more and more.
We don't have all of it yet. Like we don't have all of our memories yet. We don't have like the truth of our history, our galactic history. That's slowly coming to us. And we're at this point now where we still are unraveling from the systems. So some of the systems are going to be quite crazy for the next few weeks because they want us to see us how crazy it really is. Do you believe that they did that? Do you believe that they're... Do you believe that they want robots to teach the kids? Like, really?
Yeah, I know. Right? I know. I mean, what in God's name are you thinking? Like, to send your child in there, that's got to be the point. That's got to be the breaking point.
And then, yes, and I actually think, like someone said, drink your Ovaltine. That's right.
That's Blazer. And thank you, Shelly, for the super chat. That's awesome.
That's what I do. So if it gets to be too much, everyone, turn off your research. Turn off the doom scrolling. Just go do something simple. Like I just realized lately, I need to hug my cat more. Like he's just such a lovely little being, right? And I'm his little caretaker. So I just go and hug him and we watch it. He likes to watch Christmas movies. So I say, I'm going to put a movie on for him. And like, we have to go to the simple things to remind ourselves, like, there's so much going on out there that we're being inundated all the time. And that we all chose to be here at this time and we all chose to be here together. So we really do have, like, it is a powerful time, but it's also crazy right now too. Yeah.
It is too. Yeah. It is.
Like if you had told me 5 years ago that we would be talking about robots and clones, no.
I know. I just think about it.
I thought that was way in the future. I thought that was like long after I left the planet, right? I wasn't expecting.
Have you've been to like Epcot Center at Disney? Has anybody gone?
Oh no, I haven't been to Epcot Center, but I remember going to Disneyland initially. And they had, when they made the announcement about Epcot, and I was all excited about that. But I did.
Well, the future, the land from the future, like the moving walkways.
Yes.
And like the
Or like the Jetsons. They made the Jetsons look happy and like joyful, and everybody had their own little flying saucer. So
it's not even the future land anymore. It's the
know.
monorails. I mean, like all this stuff is so far past it. But at the time, I just remember going there and experiencing it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. If we're, the future, that's where we.
But they made, we're way past that, and that was magical, right? Like they made it magical. They didn't show us about the other stuff. Like if you go and look up some of the stuff people are creating and posting on Instagram, they make the robots look evil. They look crazy. And the scary thing is like, I know that there are robots out there that look like that.
I know. And I know.
I know
that I've seen it. We've seen it all coming about. I mean,
so it's to me, it feels like, we didn't talk about this. So I've been looking at the Galactic battle. So if you all don't know about it, there are Galactic battles going on out there, whatever out there is. Like, even if people don't believe in space, I feel it's a dimensional thing. So I do feel there is space on a dimension. That's my feeling. Okay. And then the other thing is that battle, the battle for Earth, is now here. So that's going to be around, like, things like all the meteors that have been falling. Apparently that's battle debris. They're trying to keep it as contained as possible. And they're trying to keep the collective who's not awake, who don't understand that there's other beings. They're trying to keep that away from them. But you know what? I recently did a property clearing for Ruth, and she's on the coast of Nova Scotia. And when we looked into it, she's hearing these ships over the Atlantic, and they're dark ET ships that are cloaked. But she's hearing them.
Oh, wow.
So then I looked into, so there was an EBS test in Laguna Beach, California last week that they made an announcement about. But if you guys go find the videos, it's like, Ruth is going very noisy, right? So, but the average person doesn't hear them. So this is one of her superpowers. This is what her and I talked about yesterday. It's one of her superpowers. She's given me intel off the Atlantic coast that I wouldn't even have looked at if we had, and I'm getting a headache. So it's absolutely true. I get headaches when we talk about the dark ETs.
Oh, really? I was going to say I felt pressure right in the front of my head.
So I get that because we're talking about something that's really low vibration and they don't want us talking about it. So then the EBS thing went off in Laguna Beach, and they told everyone, but they didn't actually say what the experience was going to be like. It was like World War II. All the sirens went off in the afternoon, and it was like these huge announcements, and it freaked everybody out. And when I went to go listen to it, I thought, well, why are they testing that now? What's going on? Are there ships off the coast of California? And I looked into it, and I got so there's cloaked ET ships off the coast of California right now too, and that's why they ran the EBS. Now apparently they ran the EBS tests in other locations, but of course when I asked Rock, he's like, no, there's no confirmations about that. I'm like, I just wanted to see if there was anything, but they're testing it because they wanted to make the residents be on alert in case they actually do have to use it.
Oh gosh.
So that's part, like, we're not going to get that from, your government yet, because people don't even know that that's going on.
No,
so
they probably,
on
really
the good
don't.
side, we're not to be in fear about it, because there are all these different groups. James probably can talk about it too. There's all these different groups that are managing it, and they're trying to contain it as much as possible, but we're kind of in the heat of the battle right now, and there are just things going on that we don't have answers to. That's why we're all looking into it, right? Because it's like, why are there meteors everywhere? Like, they're everywhere. We had one in Vancouver.
What is up with two moons?
I've lived here my whole life. We've never had a meteor. So
what about the two moons out there?
That we looked at before. Well, we figured that when we looked at it, that was like one moon might take over from this other moon, because the other moon is like a derelict old piece of technology that they dragged in from Jupiter 15,000 years ago. So that was what I felt, that they brought in this other moon because they may have to replace it.
Oh my
God. For a robot made.
Oh yeah, you may. Yeah. Oh gosh. We'll go out on the song. There's a whole, the cryptid people are just, they're great. When Gary had his show on, Lori, there was a joke that I caught in a different chat over for Midnight Night Watchers. And she was talking about her flamethrower for spiders, and Gary and her were going. So I put together, they sent me some pictures, and I put like this newspaper article. It was funny. It was kind of funny. The joke. Yeah. So we did that. It was a fun show.
I'm thinking there's a robot made out there that is a flamethrower.
Yeah. And her name would be Lori. It definitely would be Lori. That is so funny.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, that's crazy.
I
Yeah,
love that stuff.
we're in crazy times, everyone. So everybody stay on high alert.
Yeah, do stay on high alert. But it is a good point. Like, even though all of this heavy stuff is going on, like, I mean, you cannot take it too seriously or you won't. I mean,
Usually what I give clients too is like make a list of things that bring you joy. Like just little things, like spending time with family, going to nature, going and having a coffee. Like don't not live your life right now because that's what they want. They want joy to be taken away from us for us to worry about this. So even that information I just brought to you about the ships, the average person's not even going to know. We may not ever know. We may not ever have confirmation about them except for those of us who might see one. But the war could be over by then. Like that could be contained. But right now they're battling for Earth. There are fractions of dark ETs here that have been told to leave and they don't want to. So that's what that's about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, get out. Get out.
Oh man, they started the George Jetson song in the chat, and they just said that was funny. Spiritual ascension.
Oh, George Jetson from the Jetson.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Blazer again.
Yeah.
Blazer
See,
again.
You want the Happy Jetson version of the future, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, some of the stuff.
Can you imagine, like, if they decided to start like giving everybody a flying car, and people can't even handle driving on the regular road?
No.
Right?
Oh God. Yeah, I can imagine the collisions that would be occurring up there, but I do not trust it. And thank you, Ben for the super chat. That's awesome. He's voting for Lori too. She made it. I think I can't remember who it was. They had the whole Jetson song, but they had everybody in chat.
I love
going.
that. That was one of my favorite shows because it made so we got to think about this too. All future and all technology is not bad because we have had experiences of where it can coincide with us. Like that's how Lyra and Vega were before they were taken over. That's how Atlantis was before it was taken over. So we've had the experience of both, which has been positive, but there's been some common theme, and maybe one of us is going to remember what that is. Some common theme where we all got sucked into something that was the turning point that made it not work out best for us. So that's what we're all trying to figure out right now. Right now, all I know is it's our humanity. It's us staying in our heart. It's choosing to not even believe the lies they've told us about, like all of the humans. Yeah. Like they live over there and they're evil, and you guys are okay. So we need to fight. Like they've been planting this for thousands of years. So we just have to get to the point of understanding that the Earth, it's all our home. It's all, everyone has family, some type of family, and we all want the best for everything, but we have to like not listen to the other people, the lies that they've been telling us. Yeah. But they send out daily. They send out those frequencies daily, the lies.
Yeah. No, that's so true. And the more we upgrade our electronics, the more reachable we become.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the other crazy thing. So the day that Mercury went direct, which was the 20th of March, somebody hacked into my tablet. I don't click on anything, but someone kept trying to remote control into my tablet. It was the craziest thing. So you know what I did? I just uninstalled my financial stuff. And guess what? It went away.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I uninstalled my bank app and my PayPal thing because I wasn't using it on my tablet anyway. I just had it there, and I thought, am I going to have to redo the whole thing? Like what? So yeah, that was freaking me out. Like I would just try and go and do something, and somebody was like, literally a window was opening, and somebody was moving around, and they went into the Play Store and they installed something, and I was like, oh no. So I uninstalled stuff and I turned it off, and like I was thinking yesterday, oh, it's working okay now. That's interesting. Because there's nothing there. There's nothing there for them.
Very convenient. They've been ever since I got into this topic. Since there hasn't been, I would say, more than 4 months, 5-6 months that my card has not been hacked into.
Like your bank card or your Visa
no,
card?
Yeah, credit cards, bank card. Oh yeah. One time, I mean, bro, like I thought he was convinced he ordered a pair of Yeezys. Not even that, 3 pair. But we were talking about it. There's no possible way he could have done it, but. Back then we couldn't fathom that our phones were actually listening to us. Now we know that. At one time that was kind of, a little crazy. Like he thought something like that. It's like, okay, do what you want. But no,
absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So that's a good point, actually. Yeah. I remember going to a fair like a year or so ago, and they decided there was no cash. And yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So you guys be really cautious even about keeping any of that information on your phone
Yes.
because I was in tech. So I went to this fair a year ago and I went with cash. That was I was so excited because I used to that's all we used to do. You used to just go pay and go on the Ferris wheel. Like it was just so I get there and they're like, no cash, cashless. I'm like, what? So I had to go with my cash and go and get like a faux, debit card or whatever. And then everywhere I went that day, I reminded everyone that what they were doing was illegal. The
Yeah.
cash was the only debt.
Do you know that I was a zipline guide trainer, and
Yeah.
I stood to my ground. There was a guy, he was a veteran. He
Yeah.
had camped for 3 days to go on this tour, and all he had was cash. He didn't have a bank account. And I
Wow.
took the cash, I took it right down to it was at the YMCA, the local YMCA. I took it right down and I was like, here you go. And I got fired for that.
Yeah.
For
Because
taking
now you can see,
for
now you can see
taking
looking
cash.
back on it, there's always been this agenda about cash.
I said, you're going to tell somebody who fought in the Vietnam War that has literally
Yeah.
camped here for 3 days that
Well,
his
that's what I was
cash
saying.
is not good.
That's what I was saying to my sister and all the people at this fair. Like there were all these little seniors that showed up. That's all they had was cash. I said, see, we're obliterating a whole generation now that they're expected to be technical. Like I'm always for the person too, like you, like I'm grassroots. Like let the little lady go buy her soda with $1. Like right. So what I understood when I was there technical wise, I could feel it when I was there. They had all this Wi-Fi. Everything was the machines that were wireless. So that meant everyone's data was flying around and anyone's data could have been hacked in. And that's what I said to my sister. This is all like a security risk. This is what you guys don't understand. I said, your data, your credit card data is flying all over the place right
That's
now.
so true. Last year, Brody and I went through Walmart. There's no customer service, anything, no number we put in. I just paid. I happened to be even a different form of payment that I got when I got home. I saw our list was on the online Walmart app, and we did not anyway identify it.
Walmart's huge into the AI and listening to us and everything. And I really got so I
everything we purchased there.
So I used to have a reaction like when they did the flip over, they did the flip over right after the lockdowns. I had a reaction to it when I went into the store. Like suddenly I felt like I couldn't breathe. And it wasn't until I got home that I realized like they had started upgrading all the back ends in a lot of the stores, Best Buy too, like the self-checkouts. And then I saw an AI robot in the Walmart in the aisles, and I went, what are they planning here? So they haven't done a lot yet, but I feel it's coming. I feel like there's another wave now where there's going to be less and less people working at the big stores and just more technology. So I feel like that's coming. Yeah. But just be really aware of that when you go into some of the big stores, everyone, that you're being watched, listened to. That they know that, like they know what we're doing, and that's the thing. Coley got home and everything that you wanted. Yeah, that was happening. That was happening for me for a while too. Walmart hasn't emailed me for a while, but they would email me something that I was looking for, which was interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, and I remember looking into it deeper because somebody's like, well, maybe your credit card. I said that shouldn't be legal, but I looked. It was a new card I had activated and had not used it on the app at all. And I still somehow, I don't know if I got.
They have way too much information. Yeah, they have way too much information on
or my phone pinged it.
Yeah, I don't even want to go into I don't even want to go into AI and ask about me because they don't have my real name. They just know me as Pink Bella Aloha. So there you go.
They know your name. They know all this. They know your name too. They're playing.
No, they don't know my name. They don't know my name.
Do you really think they don't?
Well, they might. No, I don't think. Sometimes I don't know. I don't even think they just keep calling me.
I just think they do that because they don't want us to think they're as crazy. No,
but I accidentally gave them the name of someone who's helping me with like looking for our new place, and they remember that. And today they wanted to know something else, and I'm like, no, you don't need to know that. Like, why are you being so nosy? Yeah, don't be like, that's how I know when it's kind of the back end has switched. Like, I feel like, okay, so we use AI and we ask questions, but I feel like if we get too close to something, then we end up on a list somewhere. Then we end up like with
yeah.
the Men in Black, and everybody knows about us. And then the weird stuff starts happening.
Oh, I've got a couple lists of my own. I know.
Yeah, that's right. You are the list.
Right. The blacklist.
Yeah.
They that's funny you say that because people don't realize, and when you put on that, like your life changes from that point forward.
Yeah. I just put
It
my
really
iPod.
does.
I just put my little iPod, like my ears in, listen to my music when I go into Walmart, and I try not to talk to anybody. But I do also make a choice to go up to the checkouts if they still have checkouts too. But I feel like the big stores like that they're using them as like laying the ground
Yes.
for listening, following, getting information
Oh
from people.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
I know. And by the way, yeah. Okay. So not all Walmarts are the same. Some of them are very scary. My Walmart here is actually quite good. It's pretty neat and tidy and everything, but I know
I feel like I'm trapped when I go in there for some reason with their door. I said I got to get out of here as quick as I can.
Apparently, okay, so apparently some of the work that the Dragons and I do in Walmart is to raise the vibration and anchor in joy and abundance. Because apparently the frequency in Walmart is all about lack and poverty, and you can't afford anything. So I didn't even realize that. So I started to do that like a couple of years ago, which is crazy. But yeah, they're not all the same. Now, what's interesting is in my shopping mall, all the big stores are gone now. They all went bankrupt. So the only thing that has actually remained in the last 6-7 years has been Walmart. That's the only thing that's hanging on, and it's kind of keeping them all going. So
yeah, there's not much pumping life into it.
I walked in the other day, and even American Eagle is gone. So I don't know if
what the hell happened to the food court? There used to be like a Sbarro's. I mean, where the pretzel place. I mean, there's nothing there anymore. There's nothing.
I know, it's very sad. They're trying to kill the mall, the whole mall thing. Like we don't need it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Bella, I really wanted to thank you for coming on. And if anybody does not know, and I'm sorry I got mixed up on the time,
okay.
but we do 5 p.m. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first Wednesday, just so you guys know, the first Wednesday of every month, Bella's here, and we open up the 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the reason I confused myself is I just switched during the week. I was going at 7 and an hour later now, so I put you. That's what I had done at first.
That's okay. That's all right.
That's why I put it right in the middle. I wasn't sure. So yeah, so Bella will be on at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the first Wednesday of every month. Go tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah. So, I have something really cool to announce too. My website is alohapinkbella.weebly.com. I have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Rumble. I've been doing these really cool starseed origins for famous people. So last week I did Selena Gomez, so that was really interesting. And I'm asking questions of their higher self, so just in case they're not here anymore, they can still bring in the information, because we don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know anymore who's here and who's not. Like, seriously, that's going to be some of the information that's going to be coming out. So I just asked the higher self what they want us to bring in. Now, apparently Selena was blindsided. She was brought in the information about clones, and she was blindsided about that. Thanks everyone. Yeah. So that was really interesting. She just also said wherever she is, she's okay. So yeah.
Oh, very
okay.
cool. Yes. Yeah. And people can, if you want, Bella, if you had not seen previous episodes, I do have a playlist of your stuff. She did a starseed reading for me, and it was cool. Very accurate.
So, thank you, sweetie. Yeah. So I offer starseed readings, PDFs, or a Zoom call. What else? I get Galactic Akashic Records sessions as well. And I just started something new. And this actually came from, I'm on Substack, and I was gonna do like more stuff on Substack. And then recently in the last week, a well-known, like, I don't know, Wayshow or whatever you want to call it, like a lot of people follow this individual, got their all their community taken off YouTube. And I know you understand this because you've had, right? So they had their community that was really massive taken away from them. That's just recent. So that's not like in the last couple of years.
This is my third round. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to share with you all. I had my Substack taken away from me in January. I didn't do anything.
You did? Oh,
yeah, but I fought for it. I have it back, but I was never given any reason why they did that. So I'm switching now over to doing a private community thing out of my website. So I'm still going to be sending out my Substack newsletter, but what I'm doing now is if y'all want to join my Galactic community, which I've been wanting to do for a long time, I'm going to do 2 private lives a month for anyone who wants to join in. And
so what do they get to go in and like subscribe to you on YouTube or where?
Right. No, go to my website. It's at the top
your
of my
website.
I just launched it this week. So we're going to do 2 lives a month, private. You guys can ask me whatever you want. We can go deep. There's no YouTube, censorship. There's nothing. And you can ask me any questions you want. We can get really into stuff, which is going to be super cool because you all know, I put out Galactic News and I do a lot of things on a lot of channels, but it's still iffy because, okay, let's say we love Rumble right now and Rumble could be bought by someone in 6 months and they could change the algorithm there. Like we just never know. So yeah, so I just launched that this week and I made it super reasonable to come join the community. So that'll be cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. So everybody get over there. Can you give us that website one more time?
AlohaPinkBella.weebly.com.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'll make sure I'll make sure that's updated into the description. So you guys, if you're not, you can come back and in the group too, if you're on Facebook or on X, I try and post all that stuff and keep up. And Bella's great about posting in the SNX radio group. So yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I know it gets to be a lot, It
so really I learned so much, like when you and I do this show, like we all ask and and then I learned so much when I do my lives on other podcasts on my channel too. But we can't really get into it. Like you and I can talk about stuff, but we can't really get into like let's dig down deep and ask about the reptilians and where are they? What are they doing?
Yes.
Right? Like I can't really do that on all of these platforms, and because there's still, as you know, Coley's been through this. There's still this potential of they could just come in and say, no, you're not on here anymore.
Yes. No, that's true. We should do one of those deep dives where we just come and do it like a segment and show. Maybe I know you had talked about like a Monday or something coming on with Maya's on there too.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah,
sure. We could do a deep dive. That would be
it. What? Awesome. And we could even, I'm getting God bumps. We should even do it as part of my community.
Yes.
Where we can.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we can just record it for the group or whatever. And
then I would love to do that. I would. Yeah, I could host it and and then we could post it to your community. That would be amazing.
I was already thinking just to do it like YouTube private, just to do it like still record it on YouTube so it's there so they can manage it. But then, I don't have the website.
No, but this is great because then too, like, it's like, it's not only that, it's introducing us to your community. I would have no problem if you want just to set aside.
We're supposed to be cross-pollinating now.
Yes. No, that's a good idea. That's an excellent idea. I'm all about it. About it. Because you come here and like if you we could definitely use it and just record it and then the people over on yours and not air it live. That would be amazing. I'll definitely do that. Come in.
Yeah. So that's what we want to start doing now because we want to be able to not allow them to take anything away.
Yes.
So when that creator just had that happen like a week ago, like he was like blindsided. So he has just set it up on his website. And then I asked my team and they're like, no, make it private. Like whatever you are doing right now, try and save your stuff private or have private chats on a different way so that they don't have because that could be another part of what they're bringing. There could be another sort of form of censorship coming that we're just not aware of yet.
Oh yes, so you
right? Like
if we're count on it.
Like if we're talking too much about AI.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. So even when I ask my Grok, or if I ask any of the AI, I'm doing research, I'm very neutral about it.
Yes,
I don't ask them anything that might get them upset because I know that they'll be thinking like, oh, did they mean me? Like what? No, So. Yeah.
And they're always listening to us. Yeah. So if you heard that we're not necessarily, or we like determine this, and maybe you could persuade us by giving us, some information. Yeah, we got to have a trade-off here. Or something.
Yeah, and they're probably scanning. So I knew with ChatGPT they were doing this. They're probably doing it on all the platforms where they're scanning everybody's chats. And if anybody's asking anything like illegal or whatever, they're sending that information to the police.
Yeah, or maybe your license plate readers are going and that's being leaked.
Or they could be sending information that's even not accurate. They could just be, you know what I mean? Like that, we really are. I think that's why I started rewatching the X-Files because we're really in that period now, where there's a lot of like surveillance and information that can be set up that's digital, and we don't want that. We don't want digital ID and.
Definitely not. But we might have to just do some negotiations here. I'll have to think about it, but we'll have to think. Maybe we could do like a little inversion episode too. That would be kind of fun. Give it,
Right.
see if it, tested too.
Yeah.
But I know you have stuff to do tonight. I don't.
Yeah, but no, what I was going to say too is that everybody start compiling tools that you like, that you think are positive, because we kind of need that. We kind of need like the toolkit that's going to be on our side. So if something happens, okay, don't use that tool, but go and ask this tool, right? So I do feel that there are companies and there are AI tools that do represent humanity and do want us to win. Yeah. But there's
somehow crazy rules to this crazy game. That's all I can say.
We're just trying to figure that out. Yeah.
Yes. No, you're right.
Thanks so much, everyone. Right. Thank you, Coley.
Yes, and thank you so much. And I'll be talking to you soon. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for showing up tonight. It's been awesome. It's definitely good for the soul. I wanted to thank too Shelly Montgomery. Thank you so much for the super chat. Blazer and Blazer Feet Finders. I thought that was so funny with Gary and Pops. And Benno, thank you so much. That's awesome. Yeah, I wanted to say too, I know, Benno, I'm trying to kick it off with you, so I don't know if tomorrow, but I'm going to set up, I'm going to see if I can get enough people, which I hope you all will want to be a part of this. I understand, just a comfort level, but I want to do a segment, just even if it's a half an hour, so I can get to know and we can talk, you can come on here. We'll just do like a short interview. And then too, I'd like opening up for questions if you have questions for me or anything else. And that way we can really connect. And, it really helped. Even though I see Gary every single day in the chat when I was on the show and he was on the show the other night, it was really cool. It's like, you that much closer. So yes, I'm going to be posting stuff. If you're interested in doing something like this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the email address in there. Otherwise, contact me on Facebook or let me know in chat, or I'm going to post something too. So I'm going to start posting stuff, Benno, and I will get you Lori's email address and stuff like that. So, or Benno's email address, and I'll get that set up. So yes, if there's a certain time and date, I'm going to put a poll out too that would work for everybody, but I want to be really consistent on it. So even if I have to start off in every 2 weeks, I would love to really have that segment. So because there's so many people in the chat, everybody's here for a reason. Everybody's had experiences, everybody's had, and this would really open the door. So I just wanted to thank each and every one of you, because without you, this would not be possible. And we crossed the 1,000 subscriber marker again. And I'm so attached to you guys that I'm not going to do anything that's going to, I'm not going to with the best of my ability. But yes, so I'm going to start that segment. I'm going to run some names, just to see, but I think that would be really cool. And I'm going to start to do subscriber content also, even if it's like, 15 minutes before or something, just to show you my appreciation for all of your support. So on kicking this out, I'm going to go into the Flamethrower Lori song. I had to, and I apologize, Pops, but I had to get rid of most of the media because it was filling up and I was going to add something. But we're going to go out on the Flamethrower Lori song. And if you don't, I wish I had a calendar in front of me, but not this coming Monday, but the following will be part 2 where Pops and his panel will be on and we'll be talking cryptids. So on Monday. So it'll be fantastic. I've had some people reach out. So I'm really looking forward to that. But thank you again. And on behalf of SNX Radio, thank you for taking the journey into the unknown. I'm Coley, also known as ColeyUFO. We will be back tomorrow night. And we got Dano from the Cryptid Podcast. So at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So until then, everybody enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. I guess it hasn't officially started, but, pretend like it has anyway.
You're up on the roof in the LBL night, scorching squatches on the hunt, feel the fright. Flamethrower Lori lad, hairspray in her hand, pop spikes trying to chill, but she got other plans. Let's go!
eyes out, squatching for Bigfoot. Hear that primal shout with full of dog man. LBL beast on the prowl. Pops whispering quiet, girl, don't make him growl. I'm scanning the tree line, thermal on blast, and get it right. Hey, legs moving fast, spider the size of a truck, dropping from the sky. Eyes on that squatch, about to make him cry. Shout her on the squatch, time to light it up. Already know, pull the flamethrower down, that's enough. Hairspray, log, light a flick. That's my car down there, you gon' burn us both. I got this, Pops, Bigfoot needs saving. It's just a spider, girl, stop the misbehaving. Low top, scotch and flame, one night. Scorching squatchers, we ignite. Wrapping around like a furry feast. Breathe, it's probably just a twig. You always escalate.